Man, already some craziness early on in this game. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Should I do it like this? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, I'm already late, unfortunately. Well, it's a good thing I wasn't here because, woo, Mark Andrews. Yeah, buddy might actually be cooked. It's a sad thing to see, man. It's a real sad thing to see. Second drive here for the Ravens. Opening drive ended with an interception due to a certain. Yeah, Lamar just ends up taking it. He's a yard short. Lamar probably should have just picked up the first down there. I'm not gonna lie. He was looking to get it to somebody. He had Zay Flowers within his looking, but I mean within his vision, but wasn't exactly the cleanest look, and he just decided I'll just take it. That'd be great. I don't know. You just line up under center, just hand Derrick Henry the ball on 3rd and 1. That'd probably be the smartest thing to do. Or you can just give it to Lamar and let Lamar go and do this. Ah, oh, man, that interception was rough for the Ravens, but it's great to see the Commanders. Funny thing is, I'm telling you, man, the announcers don't do you any favors, bro. The announcers don't do this game any favors when they do things like this. The announcers literally come out. They literally come out and bring up the fact that the Commanders have not had a single interception this entire season. And then what ends up happening? They end up getting an interception on that very next play. For the conspiracy theorists that believe this game is scripted or rigged, that doesn't look good. And it's happened way too much. And it's going to continue to happen because commentators love bringing up things that have happened or things that haven't happened. And then we just watch it manifest. That's the fun part of this game, but it's also the conflicting part of this game. And it makes it difficult to defend this game. And say, no, it's not rigged, it's not scripted, it's not fake. Hard to say that when you say something and then it just manifests immediately. That's the crazy part about it. But it's what it is. You kind of take it on the chin and you move forward here. But yeah, Mark Andrews is Henry's getting the ball. He's running the ball fairly nice today. Mark Andrews, oh boy. Mark Andrews is not doing himself any favors. He is not doing himself any favors. But the Ravens are moving the ball. I don't think they're really going to have any problems moving the ball against the Commanders. It just came down to turnovers. I said in my preview they're going to have to force some turnovers and take away some possessions from the Ravens. Getting a pick on the opening drive is the best thing you could have done for yourself. So, obviously, they're out here doing what they need to do. So, yeah, that's a good thing. 2nd and 6 here. Lamar takes a snap. Quick throw. Zay Flowers. First down. So I like what I'm seeing right now. Commanders' defense it was a one big explosive play from Zay Flowers, but getting the pick off of the mistake of Andrews, that's really nice. Commanders' defense just has to continue to play fundamentally sound. Focus on stopping the run and put them in pass situations. And look, you'll get some luck. If guys miss, if guys, get left open or, guys just drop a pass or the ball bounces off their hands, that's a chance and an opportunity to go put points on the board. And that's exactly what you saw there. So hopefully, Commanders defense continues to find more opportunities, and the Ravens offense continues to finds ways to put points on the board. Now they're gonna give it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry gotta get some looks here, but the Commanders right now, the defense is staying tall, and they're focusing in on right now on Derrick Henry. Second down and 7 here for the Ravens. That's near a jump. Lamar's got time in the pocket. Nothing's there. He's going to scramble. He's going to fire. Oh, incomplete. No flag on the play. He was looking for Isaiah Likely. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7 here for the Ravens. Commanders doing a good job so far. You got to give credit where credit's due. They're doing a good job so far. Lamar, the ball doesn't even go anywhere. A fumble. Another turnover for the Commanders? Nope, it's recovered. So a bad snap leads Tucker to come out here. What's good lately? I've been dealing with hurricanes where I'm at. Hopefully you are safe. Hopefully you and your family are safe. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Oh, wow. That's a terrible snap by Linderbaum. I don't know what happened with him there. That ball didn't even come off the ground. So now you're forced to settle for a field goal because the ball didn't even get properly snapped. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, hopefully you and your family are doing okay. Hopefully everything is not too bad over there for where you guys are at because storm's been bad. And I just hope everybody's okay there. Tucker with the field goal. It is good. So just sending my prayers out to anybody that's out there. And hopefully everybody is okay and you guys are doing well. And yeah, that's all I can do. Just send my prayers and hope for the best for you guys. So hopefully everything's okay over there for you guys. It's a 3-3 game here in Baltimore. That's a rare mistake by Linderbaum, but the Ravens already up to their trickery here, huh? Like, we're already seeing some mistakes. Andrews not catching the ball, leading to a pick. Linderbaum not getting that ball off the ground on a snap, leading to them having to settle. Leading to them to have to settle for a field goal. 2 drives in the Ravens offense looking a little sloppy. As for the Commanders doing their job so far. I mean, 2 drives, 3 points. 2 drives, 3 points. You can't ask for anything better if you're the Commanders defense. 2 drives, 3 points. You've done a good job holding them, making sure they don't get in the end zone. You've been stout with Derrick Henry trying to stop the run there. So, yeah, 2 drives, 3 points. That's, if you're the Commanders, you'll take that. So it's not a great start for the Ravens. Usually they're one of the teams that starts off fast, but the interception kind of took everything out, and now all of a sudden, guys are fumbling around. There's a thing about the Ravens, man. If the Ravens start making mistakes, the Ravens they could be playing perfect football. The moment they make a mistake, they lose themselves. I've watched it far too many times. The moment the Ravens lose themselves, they start playing so conflicting. They start playing confusing. It's just been weird. Linderbaum's been trash the last 2 games. He was decent last week. He wasn't bad last week. The 2 fumbles was not because of Linderbaum. That was because of Lamar. On the first one, I don't know what happened. Lamar just had that bounce off his hands. On the turnover in overtime, Lamar looked up at the last second to see something. Either he was looking at the defense, or he was looking at his play clock, or he was looking at something. But he looked up last second when the ball got snapped. Neither one of those fumbles last week was on Linderbaum. That was on Lamar. The offense has been very inconsistent. Yeah, it's kind of been a thing with the Ravens. They've been inconsistent. Surprisingly, they've been highly efficient on both 3rd down and in the red zone. But, that's just how it be. It is what it is at the end of the day. Either way, it's a 3-3 game in Baltimore. Second drive coming up for Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. If you're the Commanders defense, you got to be happy with what you have here. You've got to be happy if you're the Commanders defense. 2 offensive drives for the Ravens, 3 points. You couldn't ask for a better start. If you're the Ravens, you're looking to clean up real quick because this is not a good look. This is not a good look. Andrews having that pick up off his hands, that's all that's doing is feeling the people that's saying Andrews is cooked. And then Linderbaum fumbling the ball, not even fumbling the ball, just putting a terrible snap. The ball doesn't even come off the ground on that snap. On the 3rd down situation, the ball doesn't come off the ground. That's just a bad mistake. That is a really bad mistake that you can't have in that type of situation. But it is what it is. So the Commanders have been playing good football. The Commanders have been playing good football. I like what they've done so far defensively. They have not put themselves in a position to be hurt too badly. It's a bend but don't break type of defense. I get it. They've turned themselves into a bend but don't break type defense. It's not hurting you. It's not affecting you. I mean, in terms of giving up a lot of points, you got to be fine with what you got to do. Now you just put the ball in Jaden's hands and let him go do what he's got to do. 1st and 10, a quick toss here to Terry McLaurin. Behind the line of scrimmage, but Kyle Hamilton does make the stop. Shout out to Luis with the $1.99 donation. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Reed gets the touchdown here in Arizona. Packers up early, 7-0. Hopefully that goes well for them, because Packers just trying to get themselves in order for the most part. It's been kind of a weird year for them. You start out with the first game against Philadelphia. You miss some time. Oh, a blitz here by Hamilton. And another quick toss that is sawn and blown up by Nate Wiggins. Third down, Commanders. Ravens are putting on some pressure early on Jaden Daniels. The good news is Jaden Daniels is realizing where the pressure is. He's not even trying to hold on to the ball, get it out quickly. Kyle Hamilton was coming on a safety blitz. Jaden Daniels didn't even give it a chance for him to get blown up behind the line to get sacked. He's getting the ball out quickly. That's what you want to see. Third down and 10 here. The protection's got to be there to give Jaden Daniels some time. Here comes another blitz. Pressure's coming. Daniels fires, incomplete. Off the hands of Zacchaeus. Unfortunately, the ball was a little bit behind Jaden Daniels. Incomplete. Fourth down here. Commanders going to go 3 and out. Houston up 14-0 right now against the New England Patriots. Yes, just a bit behind them. The pressure was coming a bit too fast. He didn't get a clean look of Zacchaeus running that crossing or running across the middle. Just put it a bit behind him. Incomplete though. Fourth down, punt here. Hardy he's just got to go to bounds. Doesn't really get much there. So Ravens offense coming right back on the field. Jaden Daniels just missed on that. Unfortunately, I don't think they would have picked up the first down. There was a defender right there ready to tackle Zacchaeus, so I don't know if he would have got that. Little rough start for the Ravens. Yeah, Andrews has the ball in his hands, doesn't catch it, it gets picked, and then they get right back down to the field goal range, close to the red zone. And then on third down, Linderbaum, the snap doesn't even get off the ball. It's a fumble. It has to be recovered, and the Ravens have to settle for 3. We don't know what would happen on that 3rd and 7, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Defensively, they had to hold for that field goal because the interception basically put them close. It put them near Ravens territory, and then on that first drive, we saw Jaden Daniels lead them into field goal range, whereas, where they would ultimately put up 3 points. Unfortunately, they weren't able to extend the drive. Ravens defense playing fundamentally sound right now. We'll see if that continues to be the case. Right now, we're just seeing some good stuff right now between these two teams. And I think a lot of people expected these defenses to come out here and play like trash. I'm not of the. I know on a week-to-week basis everything changes. On a week-to-week basis, everything changes and anything can happen. But I feel like whenever we expect the defense to not show up, the defense shows up, and whenever we expect the defenses to show up, the defenses don't show up. So we'll see. It's only the first quarter. We'll see how things go. We'll see who can get in the end zone first. But if you're the Commanders' defense, you've done your job. If you're the Ravens' defense, you've done your job. These are 2 of the highest scoring teams in football right now. So, of course, they would be 3-3 at this stage instead of 10-10 or something like that. It's time for the Saints to be new nameless gray faces. They're getting blown out. Of course. Are they getting blown out right now? Or are you just saying it just to say it because you usually make statements like that? Are they actually getting... Yeah, they're actually getting beat right now. They're down 14-0. And Tampa Bay's in New Orleans territory right now. Oof. Houston up 14-0. Cleveland and Philadelphia. It's a 0-0 game right now. Wow. Colts and Titans. 7-7 game in Tennessee. Yeah, they actually getting beat down right now. Bucks are bulldozing the Saints, as I expect them to. Listen. The Falcons, man. They got some talent, and Kirk Cousins slinging that football. But I said the Bucks were going to win that division. I stand by it. What's going on, Simple? I stand by a statement. I said the Bucks were going to win the NFC South. I'm going to stand by that statement. I don't care what y'all got to say. But the Falcons are looking a little scary. That matchup, if they don't fumble the ball and they don't take an offensive hold, the Bucks go on to win that game. We don't even go to overtime. But, that's just how it is. We can't play the if games in football. Everyone loves playing the if games in football. You can't deal with the ifs. You can only deal with the facts. And the fact of the matter is, the Falcons won that game. Can't do nothing with that. They're going to run another screen with Zay Flowers, but this time the Commanders actually read it right and make the stop. think it's a 1 yard pickup here. Second down coming up for, no, actually, no, he doesn't pick up any yards. It's going to be no yard picked up here. Second down and 10. I guarantee you before the end of the season, the Saints will be the last place in their division. Over Carolina? That's a toughie. Over Carolina is a toughie, but, I mean, we'll see. Second down and 10 here for the Ravens. Probably going to look to get Derrick Henry the ball here. That's exactly what they look to do. And again, the Commanders' defense standing tall, not giving up anything there. He might have got a yard, but I'm not sure. Right now, both defenses are doing their job. Both defenses are doing their job. Both defenses are looking nice. Gotta give credit. Everyone talked about, oh yeah, the defenses are gonna get smoked. It's gonna be an air raid. Right now, through this first quarter, you haven't seen much from the Ravens kind of made mistakes. And once the Ravens turn the ball over, they're a different football team. So I expect struggles with the Ravens throughout the rest of this game. I expect that unless something changes. But the Ravens, as soon as they turn the ball over early on, they lose themselves. So third down and 9 here. Do you get the protection or is Lamar getting sacked? We about to find out. Speaking of which, the play clock's about to run out. Lamar gets the snap. Pressure's coming. Lamar gets sacked. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about, bro. As soon as the Ravens make a mistake, they lose their minds. They lose their minds. Good job on the defense to getting to Lamar Jackson. They held up. They held up, got there. You know, Lamar nearly trying to split. Nobody's open in the secondary. Offensive line can't hold up for long. They get to Lamar. Good job defense. Good job defense for the Commanders. Forcing a 3-and-out. Ravens defense forced a 3-and-out. Commanders defense responds by going 3-and-out. Like I'm saying, guys, everyone's expecting this to be an offensive game. We'll have to see, man. Both defenses have showed up to play. Gotta give credit, man. Both defenses have showed up to play. Like what I'm seeing from the Commanders. I like what on Commanders defense. I like what I'm seeing from the Ravens defense. Oh, he caught that in stride. Get up to midfield. Good look. And now we'll see what Jaden Daniels can do with that territory. Let's see if Washington can add points up here, extend this. But yeah, right now, both defenses are playing well. Both defenses are playing well. It's going to be a long football game. So much is going to happen within this time. But yeah, both defenses are playing well. I like what I'm seeing. I would love a tightly contested game that you know, ends up being a let's just say a 24-21 type of game as opposed to a 38-31. If both defenses are going to show up and play well, you at least hope you're going to get something like this. With 2 seconds left in the first quarter, I would just sit back and say, just run the ball here on first down, see what you can get there. You don't need to put the ball in the air on first down if you're the Commanders. Just run the ball. If I'm Cliff, run the ball here, see if you can pick up some yards, and we'll go into the second quarter like that. But yeah, Ravens offense, once they turn the ball over, they can't do anything right. So prepare for you're going to get the Ravens offense you saw in the fourth quarter against the Raiders. Yep, run the ball here on first down. You do that. Nice run on first down. It's going to pick up around 7 yards here. And that, my friends, will end the first quarter. I don't like the feel of this game. I do. I enjoy the feel of this game. I love watching the Commanders' defense play well. I love watching the Ravens' defense play well. It's a 3-3 game. Everyone expected it to be a blowout. No one was giving any respect to the defense. Now, both defenses showed up, so it's going to be that type of game. Let's go to bat. Let's see how things go. Hello from M&T Bank. This is going to be a tight game. First drive should have ended with points. I'm worried about Andrews, but at least the defense is held. Yeah, it's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be a tough contested game, which is exactly what you want. Everyone thought this would be a shootout, a highly contested game, but both defenses have showed out to say, hey, it's time to see what we can do. Anyway, first quarter ends here. We'll see what happens in the second quarter. Commanders with the ball, 3-3 game after 1.
Just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go. At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your call, nothing can stop you from answering it. Right now during Ram Power Days, get $4,000 cash allowance on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Don't miss Ram Power Days. Hurry in today.
Amazon fall favorites are here. Save on fashion, home, beauty, and more. Shop Amazon fall favorites now.
Soft drinks are just a buck at Wendy's. Any size, anytime. 3 p.m. Fanta, 10 p.m. Sprite, 7:46 a.m. Coke. Yeah, you're built different. Dollar soft drinks any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Hey, welcome to the good president.
From the brains behind the Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon,
Randy, Georgie, and the new home.
Georgie and Randy's first marriage premieres CBS Thursday.
But yeah, it's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be a tight game. Yeah, I saw how much the tickets cost. What's going on, Go Man? Me and the family doing good. Doing good. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight game, man. It's gonna be a tight game. We all know the Ravens' tendencies. When it comes to the Ravens, they'll play great football. They'll play great football. But as soon as they make a mistake, they completely forget how to play football. I think that's the team's biggest tendency. And I think that's the biggest factor that will stop this team from ever beating Kansas City in the playoffs. Or just in general. They have to play perfect football. Because if they don't play perfect football, they lose their brains. And all of a sudden, things that they should be doing, they're not doing. And things that they're not supposed to be doing, they are doing. All of a sudden, you're able to move the ball down the field easily. But as soon as they turn the ball over, now you can't really move the ball. 2nd down and 4. This should be something quick here. I don't have to hold the ball too long here. Hand the ball off. Nice stop on 2nd down here in the run game. It's going to set up a 3rd and medium here. Probably a 3rd and 6. I would like to see some crossing routes here. I think you could use some crossing routes here.
You can hand the ball off to Eckler. The quarterback can keep it. Or he can throw a screen out up top. They pull 2 guys from the left guard.
On this 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, it'd be cool to get some crossers. I'm looking for Terry or Diami on this one. I'm looking for Terry or Diami on this 3rd down and 5. Let's see what Jaden tries to go with this football. I'm looking for Terry or Diami in this situation. 3rd down and 5. The Ravens gonna send some pressure, so he's got to be quick with this one. Here we go. Pressure's coming. Jaden, gotta get the ball out. Jaden, gotta get the ball. Oh, he's gonna take off. He's got the speed. He's got the speed. He's gonna pick up the 1st down. All right, Jaden. He's gonna pick up the 1st down. Is it goofy to compare Lamar to the Chiefs to Jordan versus the Bad Boy Pistons? I mean, you're free to make that assessment. Ravens only beat themselves. Well, yeah, you can keep beating yourselves if you want because, you know, y'all want to be dumb. But that's just how it is with the Ravens. They tried to get to Jaden Daniels. He said no. Fake here. Jaden's got time. He's just going to have to check it down here, but he's behind the line of scrimmage. What I'm not... Okay, I know the Commanders... Oh, okay, see. That's a good question. I thought you were a Ravens fan. See, if you've been a long time fan on the channel, you understand I'm a Ravens fan, but I'm also from the DMV. I grew up watching both the Ravens and the Commanders. I just picked a team in 2004. I picked the Ravens because of Ed Reed. Ed Reed's the reason I'm a Ravens fan. If not, I would have just stayed with a Commanders fan. I'll be Commanders, but I'm a Ravens fan. I support the Commanders. Great! Oh, no! Gotta hold on to that football. But yeah, I'm a Ravens fan first, but I grew up watching both teams. It's the same thing within my family. My dad supports both. My uncles support both. But yeah, I'm a Ravens fan, but I also am from the DMV area. I've also grown up watching the Commanders, so I always show love and support. Obviously, I want the Ravens to win this game. But I'm not going to be sitting here pissed off if the Ravens lose to the Commanders. That's just me, though. However you grow up is however you grow up. But that's just how I grow up. So if you've been on the channel for years, this has always been the case. So yeah, I am a Ravens fan, but I've always shown love to the Commanders. Always shown love to the Commanders. It's been like that for years. If you've been a long-time fan of the channel, you would know that. And Nate Wiggins seems to be hurt, so we got to hope he's okay. So yeah, when it came to this matchup, I already told everybody, like, I'm going to just be a commentator that has fun with the game. Legitimately, I said when it comes to this game, I'm going to be a commentator that just has fun with this game. When the Commanders make a great play, I'll give credit. When the Ravens make a great play, I'll give credit. When the Commanders make a mistake, I'll say you got to be better than that. When the Ravens make a mistake, I'll say you got to be better than that. But that's just how it is. It's just that Washington's been dutiful. No, I mean, I was still supporting it. It was making me depressed. I mean, I'm the guy that sat back and said during the time before Jaden Daniels, before all this, I'm the one that sat back and said, man, trust in Heineke. I said in Heineke we trust. I don't even know if that video is still up. I don't know if it's that video or it was a live stream. But when Heineke was doing his thing, I said in Heineke we trust. I said let's give it to Heineke and let's go where we go. I'm still pissed off Ron Rivera put in Carson Wentz against the Browns. I get Heineke did not play well against the Niners, but he's done more than enough to at least earn the opportunity here. You don't bench him for Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz ended their season because we lost that game to the Browns. So, yeah, it is what it is. I've been here through the ups and the downs. I've been here through the ups and the downs. I've watched quarterback come in, quarterback come out. I've watched the very dumbest of decisions. I still remember when they decided to bring in Donovan McNabb. And that didn't work out worth a damn. So, I've been here for a long time watching both teams. This I'm a Ravens fan. Ed Reed's the one that just pushed me towards the Ravens, which is why I have, I have jerseys with the Ravens and stuff. But I still show love to the Commanders. Honestly, if it wasn't for Ed Reed, probably, Ed Reed, I got there a little bit sooner for me watching it. If I wasn't watching Ed Reed, no question, I probably would have just leaned towards the Commanders because of Sean Taylor. How was the Commanders' defense this good out of nowhere with the same personnel? Guys, football is a week-to-week situation. Football is a week-to-week situation. Coaching plays a role in that aspect. When you've got good coaching, yeah, you'll play better. The Commanders' defense isn't bad in the run game. I need to explain this about the Commanders. Okay, they're not terrible in the run game. They're not great in the run game, but they're not terrible in the run game. However, if you commit to doing something, yeah, you're going to have a good chance of stopping it. If you commit to. But the Commanders, they're decent in the pass rush. Their linebacking core is the highlight of this defense, and their secondary is very questionable. But coaching has done a great job in putting them in position to be relatively great. It's helped out the last few weeks, and it's why we're seeing the defense get better and better as the season goes on. Hopefully it sticks up. 3rd and 11. They're going to send some pressure here. Jaden, it's going to take a shot. He's got Terry. No! Good defense by Stevens. Lamar just passed Cam in career rushing yards. Congratulations to Lamar Jackson. That's a good one. You take a shot here with your best player in Terry McLaurin. You take a shot with Terry McLaurin. Great coverage by Brandon Stevens. You got to make that type of play, but great coverage by Brandon Stevens. Great coverage by Brandon Stevens. You take a shot there, though. I'm not mad. Jaden's been taking those type of chances on 3rd down all season. You take those shots, especially with your best player. Especially with your best player. I'm telling you, Dean P's addition is looking like a good one. Oh! Wait, never mind. They were trying to field the punt. Either way, we're going to be inside the 5 to start this drive off for the Ravens offense. So, defense has come to play. Defense has come to play in Baltimore. 3-3 game, 12:53 left to go in the first half. Yeah, Dean Pease is doing well. He's helping out. He's helping out. We'll see how it works in the long run. He's helping out so far. I'm not mad at Jaden for taking that shot. In fact, that's one of Jaden's best qualities. If he sees a matchup he likes, he's willing to take that chance. So you live with it. I'm fine with that at the end of the day. I am absolutely fine with taking that shot here.
Ravens start this series inside their own 10. Again, they won 3 straight after that 0-2 start.
What's going on, Deshaun? How you doing, bro? Outside of Adams, who do you think is going to be traded before the deadline? That's a good question. You know what? Depending on how the Cleveland situation goes, Amari Cooper might be up for grabs. I've seen people say someone like a Courtland Sutton, but I don't know about that. I think you have to look at some of these bad teams and see where they're going to go with things. Play action here to start off. Lamar fires. Incomplete. That's a dangerous throw by Lamar. He tries to just beam it there to Nelson Aguilar. I wouldn't take that chance there. 2nd down and 10 here for the Ravens. They're backed up at their own 5-yard line. They got to be careful with this. The protection's got to be here. Otherwise, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you give up points. Green Bay is up 14-0 against Arizona. Arizona has got to get themselves together right now. They are looking bad. 2nd down and 10. You're probably going to run this here with Derrick Henry. That's probably the right decision to make. And Derrick Henry's going to get some good yardage here. Probably pick up around 4 or 5 yards. 3rd down coming up here. This is where everybody's got to pay attention. You've got to stay contained if you're the Commanders' defense. You can't let Lamar get out the pocket because he'll pick up the 1st down with his legs. So you got to stay contained, and you've got to play. I think staying contained, playing man-to-man really has helped out, and just trusting in your defensive line to get to Lamar. It's done wonders so far in this game. I think you continue to play that way. 3rd down and 5 here. Looks like they might send 5. So got to be prepared for this. I don't think it's a blitz. They look like they're going to send 5. Maybe they send 4. They're going to send 4 this time. Lamar's got time. He's got it to Bateman. Bateman for the 1st down. What do you think of the Davante Adams rumors? Well, let's put it like this. If no one wants to give up a 2nd round pick, Davante Adams is gonna continue to stay a Raider. If no one wants to give up that 2nd round pick and abide to what the Raiders want, then no, Davante Adams staying a Raider. If someone's willing to abide by that, Davante Adams will be traded. Now, in terms of where he's going to be traded, I still think the Jets need to make that play. Play action here for Lamar. Lamar fires downfield. It is caught again by Bateman. He's going to take it up to midfield. 1st down, Ravens. Lamar to Bateman. They're connecting early on here in the game, and you see Bateman getting hyped right now. But, yeah, I would sit back and say the Jets are still my #1 pick for Davante Adams to be traded. I say, now I'm looking at this, and I got to say the Steelers are 2. I don't think the Saints, no. The Steelers are 2. And I think Buffalo could sneak into this conversation, but we'll have to see. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens at their own 47-yard line. Lamar under center, probably going to look to hand the ball off here to Derrick Henry. And there goes Henry. Henry up the middle. Henry picks up the 1st down. Ravens moving the ball. Derrick Henry, 8 carries, 37 rush yards. That's the best run he's had all day today, especially because they're putting him in the I formation. They keep trying to have him run the offense they want him to. Bro, just put him in the I. Every time they try to do that, he's going to get some of his best runs. The Commanders' defense doing a good job trying to contain him. Hell, even if you want to put him in the pistol, that's fine. You can still hand him the ball from the pistol in some cases, which is exactly what they're going to play action this. Lamar's got time. Lamar fires. It's caught. Zay Flowers breaks the tackle. Flowers getting inside the 20. Another 1st down for the Ravens. And now we're getting a little bit of contact and fighting there. Chill out, guys. We don't need no flags. We don't need no flags. Let's play a clean game, guys. Let's play a clean game, guys. The play-action game is starting to work out here for the Ravens. Finally, they're getting back to some of the things they were doing last week. Zay Flowers got open a bit quicker underneath because Bateman over the top was starting to get open on that on a crosser, which Lamar could have potentially hit him for a touchdown, but he hadn't opened up by the time Zay got it. Lamar's going to keep it himself. Lamar tries to stiff arm a defender. And that's a horse collar tackle by Fowler. That's going to be a penalty. You can't do a horse collar tackle. Fowler, what are you complaining? Fowler, you cannot do a horse collar tackle. Take a look. Let me look at the replay. Let me look at the replay. Let me look at the replay. I want to see. Let me look at the replay, man. Let me look at the replay. Let me look at the replay. Let me look at the replay. Because if Fowler's going to cry like this, I want to see. Fowler, what are you complaining for? Oh, whoa. Let me see. Yep. There's a jug. He didn't grab the horse collar, but he did drag him down like this, which you're not allowed to do. If anything, I wouldn't say that's a horse collar. That's close to a hip drop tackle, which again is also going to be a penalty. So it's going to be 1st down here for the Ravens. Oh, they're going to pick up the flag. Never mind. So it's a 2nd and 12. Lamar gets it to Justice Hill. Hill's going to pick up a couple yards here. 3rd down. I thought they were going to give it to him. Looking at the replay, no, it's not a horse collar. It's close to a hip drop tackle. So they picked up the flag. They're not going to call it a horse collar. Surprising to me. Well, I'm not surprised because it wasn't a horse collar. It was more close to a hip drop tackle, but it wasn't. So, Fowler, you're fine. So, they got it correct. 3rd down and 10. Can the Commanders' defense hold? Ravens moved up the field from their own 5. Can the Commanders keep them out of the end zone and force them to settle for 3? Or can they force a turnover? We're about to find out here. Ravens are 2 of 4 on third down here. Here we go. They're going to send pressure. Lamar fires it in. Incomplete. But there's a flag on the play. They're going to call pass interference on the Commanders. They're going to call pass interference. Or they're going to call holding. Yeah, pass interference. Let me take a look at the replay. I want to see. Let me take a look at the replay right here. Of course it's St. Juice. Oh, God. It's all... You know, Forbes ain't even in. Let me look at this.
It's not there. It's actually at the top of the screen. Up top, it's Zay Flowers running the...
Of course. That would have been a touchdown. That would have been a touchdown to Zay Flowers if he doesn't hold him. Of course it's St. Juice. Get burnt and then having to hold somebody, giving up a flag. You'll take a penalty over giving up a touchdown. So it is what it is. Here we go. Hand it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. Touchdown. Derrick Henry gets in the end zone and the Ravens take the lead. This was a fantastic drive by the Ravens going, 95 yards? 95 yards down the field. 8 rushing touchdowns for 8 touchdowns on the season for Derrick Henry. 8 touchdowns for Derrick Henry on the season. He's just having a great year. Ravens taking the lead here. Commanders got to come out here. That was a 93-yard drive that took 5 minutes off the clock. Washington, you're going to have a chance to respond. But no matter how you look at it, either Derrick Henry was getting in or Zay Flowers was getting that touchdown. So, Derrick Henry gets in the end zone. Ravens take the lead. Lamar Jackson in the game, 8 of 11, 126 passing yards. He has that interception, which again is not his fault. It's on Mark Andrews, but it is what it is. After Derrick Henry, 9 carries, 38 yards. He gets in the end zone here. Zay Flowers has 88 receiving yards right now. And Rashad Bateman's got 36. So your 2 receivers are the guys that are showing up right now and playing well. So we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, let's take a look at how things are going throughout the league today with these games. Cardinals are doing absolutely nothing. Let me take a look at what Kyler's been doing so far. Kyler Murray, 1 of 5, 9 passing yards. That's unacceptable. Jordan Love, 9 of 13, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. Best game he's played so far this season, and they're looking great. Packers are trying to get back on track. They're 3-2 now, so that's a good thing, but they're trying to get back on track, head to 4-2, and, you know, move on from what happened early on in the season. Colts and Titans. Titans with a 10-7 advantage. Your good old, reliable Joe Flacco, 6 of 11, 59 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Will Levis, 5 of 7, 24 passing yards and a touchdown. Okay, it's doing something here. They got a 3-point lead. Let's see what they can do with it. Next up, we've got the Texans and the Patriots. Patriots are doing absolutely nothing. But I do want to take a look at how this young... Oh, it's his first game. It's his first game. I gotta give him some leniency. CJ Stroud, 8 of 13, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. But Drake May, the rookie, getting his start in this game. 2 of 5, 13 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, and an interception. I'll give him a chance to get himself together. He is a rookie. Give him more playing time. They should have started him from week 1, but it is what it is. Buccaneers up 17-3 against the Saints. Saints just looking bad. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield, he's dealing. 10 of 14, 89 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. Spencer Rattler, the rookie, getting his start here. 6 of 8, 71 yards, no touchdowns, but no interceptions. He is doing a solid job. They just got to find a way to put points on the board. But the Bucs are moving. They are in the red zone here. We'll see what happens. Last but not least here, we've got the Browns and the Eagles. Eagles up 3-0 against Cleveland. Deshaun Watson in this game, 3 of 7, 22 yards, nothing else. Jalen Hurts, 4 of 10. I know you're coming out of the bye week, but you got to do better than that. You've got your weapons back. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith's out there. You can't be 4 of 10, Jalen Hurts. 4 of 10, 69 yards. And that pretty much wraps up some of the 1 p.m. games we're seeing right now. Lamar in that last drive, 4 of 5, 60-yard passing. He would have had a touchdown to Zay Flowers if it wasn't for the pass interference call. But at the end of the day, you do score a touchdown. You take the lead. We need Brian Robinson. Yeah, Brian Robinson would be great here. I'm so pissed he didn't get to play. You think T. Higgins could be traded before the deadline? Don't believe he's on the franchise tag. He absolutely could be traded. He absolutely could. If the season goes south, let's sit here and say worst case scenario, the Bengals are like 1-6. 1-5, 1-6. Let's say they lose the Giants on Sunday night and then lose next week. Season's over after that. You might as well start figuring out what you're going to do with some of these guys. You have to pay Jamar Chase, and if you pay Jamar Chase, you're not going to afford T. Higgins. So you might as well look to move T. Higgins. That could very well happen. You have a very good case to make that. Legitimately, that could very well happen. Jaden Daniels coming on the field once again here. He's had a spectacular rookie season. So far. He's 6 of 9 for 29 yards, 6 rushing yards. Ravens defense has done a good job containing him, but Jaden is going to be Jaden. He's going to find a way to go make plays. And it's going to start with this drive because I'm seeing he's got a man open. There it is, first down. I saw it. He had a man open. First down, Commanders. I looked at that. I'm watching. I'm like, bro, he's got a man open. Let's see if he can get to him. And he did. Moving him out of the pocket works. New Orleans gets a 54-yard punt return touchdown to make it a 17-10 game. That's nice. Saints making it close now, making it the game. Jaden. Oh, he's going to take a shot here. Oh, incomplete. Trying to thread the needle there, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey was on that play, makes the stop. 2nd and 10 here for the Commanders. Finally, somebody does something for the Saints. Special teams return touchdown. The rookie's still trying to figure it out. It's a 17-10 game. You take it. Also, Tampa Bay, if you lose this game, I'm going to be pissed off. You blew it against the Falcons. Don't blow it in back-to-back weeks. Do not blow it in back-to-back weeks. Figure it out, Baker. Figure it out. 2nd and 10. I was giving the score between the Saints and the Bucs. Nice throw here to Terry, but he's going to be stopped right there by Hamilton. 3rd down coming up here for the Commanders. Ravens defense isn't giving up anything over the top right now, but I know Jaden's going to look to attack those one-on-one matchups. When the Ravens play man-to-man, Jaden is going to take a shot. Be prepared for this. If they go man-to-man with either De'Ami Brown or Terry McLaurin, he's going to fire that thing. 2 of 5 today on 3rd down so far for the Commanders. Let's see what that can happen. Ooh, A.J. Brown finally gets on the board. Welcome back, A.J. Brown. Philadelphia up 10-0 against Cleveland. 3rd and 6. Can he get the time? Pressure's coming. He's got to fire it. He's got it. Terry with the hands. 1st down. Like I said, if they're gonna go one-on-one with Terry, Jaden's gonna fire that thing in. And Brandon Stevens played perfect coverage, but Terry isn't. He's one of the best in the game. Oh no! They're going to give it to Eckler on a screen, and Eckler's going to pick up a lot of yardage. That was a play that nearly spooled. They tried to do a flea flicker. Jaden almost fumbled the ball, and he just had to check it down to Eckler, who had all the space in the world because the secondary was down there. Jaden Daniels, good job there. Nearly fumbled the ball there, but Jaden Daniels making the quick play, quick decision there. Eckler's just open in the flat. Nobody's there to get him, and that's easy yards for the Commanders. Easy yards. Nice to see this response from the Commanders. They're now going down the field. Can they get in the end zone and tie this game back up? 5:35 left to go. Jaden, 1st and 10. Quick throw. Here comes Terry McLaurin. Nobody's going to stop Terry. Never mind, they stopped him. 1st and goal, though. 1st and goal for the Commanders. 1st and goal for the Commanders. Yo, a fight just went down in New Orleans in the game. Oof. Hopefully, it's not too bad over there. Hopefully, it's not too bad with that fight. People might get ejected. It's that nice play design here. Nice play design. You get a good look. Terry utilizing this. Oh, not even Terry. I said Terry. That's De'Ami. 1st and goal here for the Commanders. Commanders looking nice on this drive. Can they respond with a touchdown drive of their own? Here we go. Jaden Daniels, 1st and goal. I see the one-on-one matchup here. Jaden's going to fire it in. Caught, but he's down at the 1-yard line. He looked for McCaffrey. McCaffrey makes the catch. 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. You might want to look to get this to Eckler. And that's just a great catch because Washington got a whole hand in there and almost knocked the ball out. But McCaffrey holds on to it. Here we go. 2nd and goal. I would look to run this ball here. Here it is. Oh, they're going to play back. They're going to play. Oh, whoa, flag. Don't. Oh, it's going to be a false start. False start. Damn it. They were going to do a play fake. I saw a crossing route. But somebody jumped on the offensive line. False start on the offense. It is what it is.
This is where they really miss Brian Robinson too. Who was again.
If Robinson was here, they just run the ball here on first down, on second and goal. If Robinson's here, they run the ball on second and goal. All right, second and goal. Let's see Jaden Daniels, if he can get the ball in the end zone here. Let's see what type of play design Cliff's going to come up with on second and goal. It sucks Brian Robinson's not in the game, but you deal with what you got to deal with and you just move on. Second and goal here from the 6. Play fake here. Oh, I see a play. I see a play. Back of the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin getting both feet down. Touchdown, Commanders. They're going to tie this thing right back up. Jaden Daniels is playing nice. Terry McLaurin gets open at the back of the end zone, and the Commanders are going to tie the game. 4:16 left to go. Like I said, if you go one-on-one with Terry, you're just at... Oh, let me see this. Oh, no, this is actually just great play design. This is great play design. Who was supposed to be covering him? Brandon Stevens. I think he got beat. Beautiful. 70-yard touchdown drive. 70-yard touchdown drive. What a response by the Commanders. That's showing resilience. That's a team that could try to contend. When you got a quarterback that can respond like that, please don't miss that. Ooh, that was eking this way. Marcus Williams was assignment. Well, Marcus Williams got cooked. Marcus Williams got cooked. He was not there in time. I don't know what Marcus Williams was, because, I mean, Terry was coming across the middle, so I'm assuming the safety was supposed to be the one to make the stop there. Great throw by Jaden Daniels. Beautiful catch by Terry McLaurin. And just like that, they're going to tie this game up. They're going to tie this game up at 10 apiece. Baltimore will be getting the football here, though. So 4:37 left. Oh, sorry, 4:16 left. Let's see what Baltimore's offense can do. If Baltimore's offense can go down the field, score a touchdown before halftime, you put yourself in a position to have the lead before you get into halftime. If not, the Commanders, they have the football coming out of halftime. So this is a good situation for them. Going down the field and scoring the touchdown was needed. And in this drive, Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels, man, they were connecting. They were connecting and making some plays. But 10-10 game. 10-10 game here. Love the back and forth, man. This is what you want to see. First half is looking good. What's going on, Menace? What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by. First half looking good. Ravens scores a touchdown. Commanders goes down the field. And they respond to make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand. You know you don't want Baltimore to take a big lead, especially on the road. You want to be able to compete. Jaden Daniels finding Terry McLaurin in the back of the end zone. That was great. I'm so happy for Terry, man. Terry finally has a quarterback. I was afraid we were going to waste this guy's career. But Terry's finally got a quarterback. JD's still better than Caleb, but Caleb been getting better each week. I'm not here to have that discussion. It's going to be a headache next week because the Bears come down to Landover to play the Commanders. So all next week is going to be Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams talk, and I don't want to get it started now. Let me enjoy this. Let's watch this game, and let's be cool. I don't want to get into those debates. I already have to deal with the debates with Lamar and Jaden Daniels this week. I now have to deal with Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. And that's going to be worse because Chicago Bears fans have been really getting annoying. They got so emotional because Jaden Daniels won Player of the Week. He won Rookie of the Week. He won Rookie of the Week and they got pissed off. It's a fan vote. It's a fan vote. Yeah, the Bears-Commanders game is next week. Is it next week? Let me see. Hold on. I could have sworn it was. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm sorry. My mistake. It's in 2 weeks. The Panthers are up next week. The Bears come in October 27th. My mistake. I appreciate that, John. We got the Panthers next week. They got the Panthers coming to the Commander Stadium, and then it's the Bears. Panthers next week. After that is the Bears. So my mistakes, because the Commanders have back-to-back home games. 10-10 game here in Baltimore. Let's see what this offense can do on this drive, or can the Commanders defense make a stop? Hardy's been trying to do some things here, but no. He's been trying. All right, so let's see what the Ravens offense can do on this offensive drive. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. If the Commanders defense can make a stop, they could control this game early on because they'll get the ball coming out of halftime. So if the Ravens offense can't score here, you get the ball back to Jaden. Let's see if Jaden can go down the field, put points up on this defense. And then you go from there, man. Let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Last 4 minutes should be highly contested. So the Ravens, interception, field goal, punt, touchdown. 93-yard scoring drive, which is the longest scoring drive they've had this season. 1st and 10 for the Ravens here. 4:09 left to go in the first half. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, got to get a block there. Lamar fires it. It is caught by Flowers. Flowers is going to pick up a first down. They're starting to run more plays, more passing plays off the play action. So it seems like they're starting to learn their lesson that if we start running plays off of play action, guys are going to find ways to get open. So now they're starting to learn this, which is a good thing. And Zay Flowers has been absolutely balling out today. I mean, Zay Flowers, he's been doing his thing today, I ain't gonna lie. He has 98 yards receiving in the first half. You know what would be nice? That's going to be a false start by the Ravens. You know what would be nice? If we continue to throw the ball to Zay Flowers in the second half of this game. Because I've watched the Ravens have Zay Flowers doing his thing, and then they just stop throwing him the ball. Rosengarten jumped here, so it's 1st and 15. DeLawrence Armstrong is questionable with the ribs injury for the Commanders. That's unfortunate because he's been helping out with the run defense today. We'll see. We'll see. You know, they'll go take a look at him. We'll see what happens coming out of halftime. If he is able to come back, he'll come back. But dealing with a rib injury could be tricky. 1st and 15 now for the Ravens. So now Lamar's under center here. Another play action here for Lamar. Lamar is going down the field. Incomplete off the hands of Bateman, but a flag is on the play. What's this flag going to be on? It's going to be on the defense? That was a great throw by Lamar, by the way. Bateman's got to make that catch, but that was a great throw. Holding on the defense. All right, first down here. But that was a great throw by Lamar. Bateman's got to hold on to that play. Bateman has to hold on to the ball there. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. 3 minutes left to go. They might actually try to take the rest of this clock out if they can. Try to make it so that the Commanders can't get the ball. Because they know the Commanders get the ball coming at halftime. If you could take a 17-10 lead into halftime, you'd be great. But let me look at this, man. Bateman runs a great route. And, you know, good defense there. Lamar throws into a tight window, and Bateman just couldn't hold on. Good defense, though. But there was a hold on that play, which kind of interfered with the route. Empty backfield here for Lamar. 1st and 10. Lamar is going deep. Going for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete there. No flag on the play. Why are we trying to go outside the numbers with Nelson Aguilar? That's just not the throw. To be honest. Not the throw. That's just not the play. I'd rather just go outside the numbers with Bateman. You're not connect. And it was right there and Aguilar couldn't make the play. Hold on. Slow this down for a second. And Lamar got his hand hit. Hopefully that's not going to affect him. Somebody show me the replay. I swear the ball didn't. You know what? Nelson Aguilar's not. We know his catching prowess ain't really there like that, so it is what it is. 2nd and 10. Ravens are just airing it out right now, which is interesting approach, I guess. Zay's going to make another catch and another first down for the Ravens. Lamar's been dealing here in the first half. And Zay has been balling out. Over 100 yards receiving for Zay Flowers in the first half of this game. Oh yeah, Lamar's getting in this groove. Zay Flowers is getting in this groove. And they're going to continue to let this clock wind down. I'm going to run this here on 1st down so we can get to the 2-minute warning. If you're the Ravens, you hand the ball to Derrick Henry, you run the ball with him. A freaking false start's going to stop the clock.
Safety comes down. False start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Those penalties can hurt. Now it's Macari. Those penalties can hurt. So I see penalties still an issue. You're at home. How are you false starting at home?
On the offensive line.
That looked like multiple people. That looked like Lindenbaum didn't snap the ball and multiple guys just went. So that wasn't even on just one guy. That was multiple people. Another play action pass. Floats it to Nelson Aguilar. And Aguilar. First down here and 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Baker's thrown 2 picks. Baker's thrown what? And New Orleans takes the lead? Baker!
FedEx presents Tall Tales of True Deliveries. Just another day on the
Baker, why are you selling? Baker! Why are you selling? 2-minute warning here. Ravens with the football in Commander's territory, looking to be under control. Hold on. Let me go take a look at this. Baker. Oh, God. Baker Mayfield has thrown 2 picks since I've last looked at him. Since I've last been here, Baker Mayfield's... Bro, when I came here, he had 1 touchdown, no picks. He was playing well. How did we go from that to Baker throwing 2 interceptions? And the rookie Spencer Rattler finds the end zone touchdown. Saints, they take the lead. Wow. Okay. All right, Baker. So you're just going to sell the game in the first half, right? You're just going to sell the game. It's not like I picked him to win the division, and he's doing this nonsense. Packers are destroying the Cardinals. Looks like it's going to be that type of day for the Cardinals. Might as well get ready to pack up and head back to Arizona. Titans and Colts, still tight game, 10-7. Texans still up 14-0 against the Patriots, so at least the Patriots defense doing something. The Browns found the end. No, they didn't find the end zone. The Browns found some points, scored a field goal. But the Eagles do have the ball. It's a 10-3 game. I cannot believe this. I ain't even going to cap. Lamar Jackson's dealing right now in the first half. He has 174 passing yards in the first half. He might have 200 by the end of this. Both quarterbacks are playing relatively well. The pick's not on Lamar, but, you know, it is what it is. When you have an interception, it's just going to fall on you. Baker is selling. Baker is just selling right now. Spencer Rattler finna be the best quarterback in the draft. Mark my words. I guess we're just having hot takes today. Sure, I'm sure he's going to end up as the best quarterback in the draft. I mean, you got any reasoning behind backing up those claims, or are we just saying that just to say that? I would love to see the evidence you're going to show. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe you're right. We're all here to have hot takes. Maybe you're right. But, you know, it may take him some time because Jaden's looking great and Caleb's looking great. So we'll see how that goes in the long run. Ravens at the Commanders 35. So one way or another, they're going to find a way to come away with points. The question is, if they can't come away with points, how much time will be left for Jaden and the offense to come on the field to try to do something before halftime? Commanders do get the ball coming out of halftime, so they don't need to try to force anything. Lamar is dealing today. And they're just going to the passing game because Derrick Henry's on the sideline right now. Never mind. You just see that dog in him? Hey, man. I think a lot of people saw that dog in him when it came to Taysom Hill. Cool. Commanders using their timeouts. I think they are trying to get the ball back here. Commanders utilizing their first timeout. Let's see what happens here. Zay Flowers has been fantastic in the first half, by the way. He's going to have a career high in receiving yards today. I think he might have already passed that. We'll see. But Zay Flowers, he's having himself a day. In the first half, he's been balling. Lamar's been dealing. Honestly, the pass game has just been working. You know, they haven't really been establishing the run. But don't worry, at some point, Derrick Henry will be able to do something here. We'll see. This is insanity. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are selling. 2nd and 11 here. Commanders did call a timeout, so we'll see what happens here. Gonna get it to Flowers. Whoa! Careful. I don't need you to rip off the man's helmet. Commanders gonna utilize their second timeout here to try to make a stop. Good throw by Lamar. Good catch by Zay. That's very close to the face mask. Gotta be careful. Got to be careful. You don't need the defense giving up free yards on penalties. He's trying to wrap up, though. So, thankfully, He grabbed his shoulder. He was very close to the face mask. He grabbed his shoulder. The refs didn't see anything dumb. Zay Flowers, 8 targets, 8 catches, 117 receiving yards. Buddy's doing his thing. Washington utilized their second timeout. They are trying to get the ball back here. If the Ravens pick up the first down here, Washington, I think at that point, is just going to see whatever happens. But if they can make a stop, Ravens are in field goal range. They can kick a field goal. Washington can get the ball back and try to do something here with no timeouts. So try to go see if they can put points up. But Baltimore is in field goal range. 3rd down and 5. They're 2 of 4 on 3rd downs today.
They had success last week blitzing from the interior. We'll see if they do it again.
They're going to blitz here. Lamar gets it to Zay. Zay inside the 20. Zay down to the 15. Washington's not going to be able to use their timeouts anymore. I hate how Lamar's locking in on Zay. Because Zay is balling out right now. Dude, Zay has caught every pass that's looked his direction. But it's not even like him specifically locking in on Zay. And some of the plays you can tell he's locking in on Zay because he's trying to give Zay the ball. But other plays, like that 2nd down play where he threw it to Zay, that was his second read. His first read, I think it was going to Bateman. His second read was to look towards his right. Zay Flowers was open and he threw him the ball. So it's not like he's just specifically locking in on Zay on every one of these passes. But Zay is finding himself open in space. Lamar fires too high. Likely got open at the end of the play there, but Lamar overthrew him there. He just threw it out of bounds. Lamar just threw that out of bounds. Likely wasn't even open in that situation. He had to make that adjustment. Lamar just threw it out of bounds there. Just wanted to save the play. Nobody was open. Lamar 13-18, 195 passing yards here in the first half. He is dealing the ball. Just trying to get in the end zone here. 3rd down and 8. Can the Commanders defense make a stop and force a field goal? Can the Ravens score here and take the lead? What's going to happen? There's so many plays that can happen in this situation. Here's the snap. Lamar, he has time. Lamar fires it in. Touchdown! And look who's back! Mark Andrews! Touchdown Ravens! Mark Andrews is back in the end zone. He caused the pick. He said, my bad, G. I'm going to get a touchdown. Welcome back, Mark Andrews. Finding the end zone. Mark Andrews getting himself back. First touchdown of the season. And man, Lamar Jackson has been dealing in this game. Oh my God. Lamar Jackson in the first half of this game. Mark Andrews just tied for the 41st career receiving touchdown. Tied for the most in franchise history. So we know he's going to pass that. But it's great to see Mark Andrews get back in the end zone. But yeah, Lamar has been dealing. 14-19, 208 passing yards in the first half. Lamar could throw for 400 today. And he ain't even taken off like that. I don't think Lamar has taken off much. Lamar has 5 carries for 11 yards. But he's been dealing. Welcome back, Mark Andrews. With 53 seconds left, I would like to see the Commanders try to go do something quick, even if you don't score a touchdown. Go get a field goal. You have the ball coming out of halftime. If you're the Commanders, do not. I think we're getting too pass heavy, fellas. We are getting a bit too pass heavy, but again, it's similar to last week. The Commanders have decided to come into this game by locking in. They're stopping the run. They're loading up the box when Derrick Henry's on the field. They're loading up the box and trying to stop Henry from doing anything. So if they're going to load up the box, the simple solution is to air it out. This is the product the Ravens were trying to do when they got Derrick Henry. They wanted to get this monster back that is their feature back. They wanted to go back to Greg Roman's style of running to an extent, you know, without the whole design runs with Lamar, over design runs, because they still run design runs with Lamar, just not that much. So they wanted to go back to that old style of Greg Roman running, but with the dominant back in Derrick Henry. And at the same time, they wanted to implement the passing schemes that were successful for them last year. So now you run something similar to a Greg Roman running scheme with the dominant back, and now you have Todd Monken's passing scheme that you mix in there. And you just have Lamar Jackson just diming and dealing. Brown scored a touchdown off a blocked field goal. Dude, what is going on with Philadelphia? Philadelphia is, oh my, 10-10 game. What is going on with the Eagles? Offense is confusing at times. Defense is confusing at times. Nick Sirianni's got to be fired. There's no, bro, if they lose this game, Nick Sirianni has to be gone. If they lose this game, Nick Sirianni might have to be gone. Jalen Hurts, 9 of 16, 137 yards, a touchdown, no picks. Jalen Hurts isn't playing bad. Jalen Hurts is not playing bad.
Jackson here, you're going to see Andrews right there. This is when he has to make the decision right there. And to me, you've got to beat the backside safety on this seam route. And he does a great job of fitting this in on the back shoulder, high and away. This guy gets it, no one else. When you got a guy that size, that's going to be a touchdown every time.
Welcome back to the end zone. Mark Andrews. Ravens up 17-10. Ravens playing good. Too pass happy. A lot of mistakes can happen. Yeah, that's just how it is. That's just football, man. That's just football. Mistakes are going to happen. It's the same thing we saw last week. But at the end of the day, you take what the defense gives you. If teams are going to load the box up and tell us throw the football, Lamar's just going to have to throw for 300-plus yards. And obviously he can. So if he's got 200 yards passing in this first half. If they're going to load the box up, Lamar's just going to air it out. And with these weapons, we can do that. So if they're going to load the box, we're going to air it out. If they choose not to load the box, we're going to run the football. We're going to run the air out of the football with Derrick Henry. So it all depends on how they're going to go at it. It all depends on how the Commanders are going to attack. It all depends on how teams on a week-to-week basis are going to attack. Because if they're going to sit back and load the box up, then I promise you, we will just air it out. The Bucs retake the lead. I'll have to take a look at that just after I see what the Commanders can do here. Commanders starting at their own 30-yard line. Washington will receive the ball coming out of halftime. I'm hopeful the Commanders can get some points. Let's make it 17-13, if not 17-17. Oh, that's an easy hole. That is an easy hole for Jaden Daniels. He's going to slide. They're not going to utilize their timeout there. They just need to get in field goal range. Clock is ticking, 40 seconds, 2nd and 1. They just got to get into field goal range. Let's get something quick and call timeout. Right there. Good catch, Terry McLaurin. He's out of bounds. Not Terry McLaurin. Not Terry McLaurin. I'm sorry. I keep saying this. Noah Brown. Good catch there. Midfield. He was out of bounds. That should stop the clock at 35 seconds. Was he out of bounds? Damn it, he wasn't out of bounds. That's going to run the clock. 20 seconds left. Jaden. Don't take a... damn it. All right, you at least stop the clock with 15 seconds. I don't like Lamar in 3rd and 8 and 7 situations. I'm fine with Lamar in 3rd and 8 and 7 situations. Lamar can convert those. What you're saying is you don't want the offense to be in a lot of 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 7 situations. No team in the NFL wants to be in 3rd and intermediate to 3rd and long situations. No team wants to be in that. You'd rather be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, because there's a plethora of plays you can run. But no one wants to be on a 3rd and 8 situation. Just keeping to the buck there. But I'm fine with Lamar in 3rd and 8 situations. He's been dealing there. Something quick, a slant. You don't need to take a huge shot here. Just get some of it back. Terry keeps his feet. Terry, 10 seconds left. He's close to the line. Washington, this is where it is. Target the middle of the field. Washington, target the middle of the field. You get something quick. You get down. You call timeout. You kick a field goal. Wiggins missed the tackle there. Terry keeps his feet going. Can they get into field? They're very close to field goal range. Even if they kicked it from right there, they'd have a shot. There's 10 seconds left. Can they get into field goal range here? They're at the 39-yard line. They technically are at the cusp of field goal. Get something quick and get down. Jaden. Terry comes back. He gets right into field goal range. All right, kick it. Not Terry. Jesus, I keep saying Terry. Zacchaeus. I keep saying Terry because he's been targeting it. But Zacchaeus comes back, gets the ball. He goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Good play. You kick the field goal. Here. You make it a 17-13 game. 5 seconds left. The kicking situation's actually been pretty good for the Commanders. Cyber's actually been doing a good job here. He already made a field goal from 42. 52-yard field goal here. Little win shouldn't really bother him too much. 52-yard field goal. Kick is up. Oh, my God. What happened? That kick was so bad. What happened? Was it blocked? It had to be blocked. No, Cyber's been good. What happened? There we go. Thank you. It's not Cybern's fault. The defense made a stop. It's nuts. Dude, Cybern's actually been kicking the ball well this year. They found him, and he's been doing well for the Commanders. The way that ball sailed to the left, that was not a bad kick by him. They said it was tipped. They said it was tipped by the Ravens defense. It's not on Cyber. His kick got blocked. It happens. His kick got blocked. It happens. I'll live with it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially reached halftime. Before I head on out for my halftime daily, I don't even know what I call this because I usually do things in halftime to get that out the way so that I don't get interrupted during the second half of the game. So whatever, my halftime chores, not even chores, my halftime objectives, we'll do that. Before I go, let me give a quick recap here. Let me give a quick recap here of all the games. Cardinals put up some points on the board before halftime. It's a 24-7 game. Colts and Titans are going to head into halftime tied up 10 apiece. The Patriots found the end zone. Drake May with his first career touchdown, 14-7, and it looks like they're going to head into halftime with it being a 14-7 game. The Buccaneers scored a touchdown to make it 24-20 to take the lead. But the Saints respond by going down the field, and now it's second and goal at the Tampa Bay 4. Can they regain the lead? We'll find out soon. Browns and Eagles headed to halftime 10-10, and of course the Commanders and the Ravens. Oh, speaking of which, update right now. Saints get in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 26-24 game with an extra point on the way. We'll see what happens there. Last but not least, 17-10 game between Washington and Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 14-19, 208 passing yards, a touchdown, a pick, passer rating of 104. Jane Daniels, 15-20, 131 yards passing, a touchdown, no interceptions, passer rating of 108. Both quarterbacks have been playing well in this first half. Not much running happening here. 51 yards rushing for the Ravens, 25 yards rushing for the Commanders. It's been somewhat of an air raid, but we will see what happens coming out of halftime. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys at halftime. Until then. Second half football here. Commanders are getting the ball here. Gotta take my headphones off. Commanders are getting the ball here. Coming out of halftime. Hopefully, Jaden Daniels in the offense can put something on the board here. You know, it's a 7-point game. You really don't want to have to play from behind against the Ravens. I mean, usually you don't want to, but the Ravens do have a tendency to choke. But I prefer not to have to play behind if I'm the Commanders. So Jaden Daniels gets an opportunity to come out here and tie this game. Got to see if the offense can do something here. Ravens defense going to look to make a stop and get the ball back to Lamar in the offense. See what they can do in that second half. Meanwhile, Jaden Daniels is going to see if he can lead his team down the field to tie this game. The running game has not been prominent at all for either team. It's been an air raid. The Commanders, the Ravens defense is one of the best run defenses in football, so we knew this. But I will say, not having Brian Robinson really takes a toll in the running game because of how great he is in that aspect. And now he helps out some of the other backs. 1st and 10. Once again, they're going to try to run the football. They just can't. You're going up against one of the best run defenses in football, but not having Brian Robinson really hurts you. Not having Brian Robinson for this game really hurts the Commanders. Because Eckler is more utilized in the passing game than in the running game. And then McNichols, he's solid. Play action here. Jaden firing. Caught. Good play. Good throw. Gets the best of Marlon Humphrey. Oh, man. And Humphrey's hurt. Humphrey is hurt. Humphrey is hurt. He is actively limping. I think he tweaked his ankle. That's what happened there. Yep, he's hurt. He's still in, but he's hurt. Now they're trying to get the running game going. Both Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson have been playing well today. That's been good. Hopefully, Marlon's going to be okay. I think he's still on the field. I don't know if he's left yet. Second and 5 here. They've already gotten into Ravens territory. Can they take advantage of this? Come on, let's see what you got. They're going to run it again, and just nothing. Man, you don't know how much Jones has been great for the Ravens D-line. He's been fantastic in stopping the run. But again, for the Commanders, it's just so difficult to get the running game going without Brian Robinson. He is the key contributing factor to this running game. So you're running with McNichols, you're running with Eckler, you're not getting that much there. Eckler's more utilized as a back as a receiver. You use him in the passing game for your back. But Brian Robinson is the key to running this football. And him not being there just makes it a bit difficult for the Commanders. They might blitz here. Play clock's running down. Jaden's got to get this done. Got to get this ball off. Got to get this. There's going to be a delay game. It's going to be a delay game. Got to look at the clock, man. Got to look at the clock. Did they call timeout? That's a good timeout by Dan Quinn. That's a good timeout by Dan Quinn. You don't want to be in a 3rd and 10 situation here. You're down by 7. You're not trying to get the ball back to Baltimore. That's a good timeout. I'm not mad at it. You're on the road, so you know it's going to be loud. Yep. Right next to the ref. He's going to call timeout. He might have been late. I probably should have been delayed a game, but the refs didn't see it, so I'm not going to complain. It's going to suck losing a timeout this early if you're the Commanders, but you just have to deal with it, man. You just have to deal with it. Baker's thrown 3 picks. Third down and 5. Ravens look like they're going to blitz again. They're going to back up into coverage. Jaden's got to get that out quickly. Incomplete. He was looking for Noah Brown again. Noah Brown's made some great catches. Incomplete there. Washington's going to have to kick the field goal. Does this really count as a home game for the Ravens and away game for the Skins? I mean, yeah, it does. Even though it's still in Maryland, it is a home and away game. It's like with the Giants and Jets. When the Jets play, when the Jets are the ones that's supposed to be hosting, it's a home game for the Jets and technically a road game for the Giants. But at least with that situation, they play in the same stadium. The Commanders and the Ravens don't play in the same stadium. The Commanders have Northwestern Stadium now, and the Ravens have M&T Bank Stadium. Those are two different stadiums. Kick is up, and it is good. Right through the middle. See, he would have made that kick. He would have made that field goal before halftime. 17-13 game. What's going on, Legendary? You know what? I'm fine with it. You get points out of this drive. If you're the Commanders, you got points out of this drive. You live with it. Go ask your defense to go make a stop and get you the football. Go ask your defense to go out there and get the ball back to Jaden. Defense for the Ravens holds up, forces the long field goal. Commanders got into field goal range, so you'll take it. And at the end of the day, you got points out of it. Do you think the Chargers should go back to San Diego? It'd be cool, but they're not going back. They don't have the money to afford that. But it is what it is at the end of the day. 17-13 game. Again, really good game by both teams. Taking a look at the scoreboard since I've been gone for halftime. The Cardinals have put up 10 points. They head into halftime down 14. It's a 24-10 game, so that means it's not over yet. But yeah, Jordan Love's been balling. He's got 3 touchdowns, 16-22, 194 yards, 3 touchdowns. Colts and Titans just got back from their halftime. Titans with the ball in their own territory. Let's see what they can do with that. Texans coming out of halftime. They've already moved down to New England territory. It's 2nd and goal at the New England 10-yard line. Let's see if Texas can extend their lead. Buccaneers down by 3 with the football just before halftime. Trying to do something with it, but I don't think they're going to be able to. They're at their own 36-yard line, and there's 10 seconds left. They may go to halftime 27-24. Browns with the football. It's a 10-10 game. We'll see what they can do with that. Mixon is back like he never left. Let me actually take a look at it. I want to see. I didn't actually take a look at how Mixon's been playing for the Texans. Oh, touchdown Houston. Touchdown Houston. That is the 3rd passing touchdown here by C.J. Stroud. He is having a great day against this Patriots defense. And it was to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs with the touchdown. Yeah, Joe Mixon, 11 carries, 75 yards. He's playing well. Texas look like they can go to 5-1. If they go to 5-1, that'll be good for them. Oh, boy. Ravens offense gets the football here. 17-13 game here in Baltimore. First drive here in the second half for the Ravens offense. We'll see what happens with this one. Commanders have got to do better in the secondary. Commanders have to do better in the secondary. If they change it back to the skin, will they have to change their logo back too? Probably. Probably. They probably would have to change their logo back. All right, here we go. First offensive drive in the second half for the Ravens. Yeah, Commanders got to do a better job in the secondary because that's what's been killing them. They've been doing a good job stopping the run, but Lamar's been diming and dealing them all day. The secondary's had no answers for these receivers. None. Zay Flowers has been cooking. At some point, you've got to, and I mean you've got to start doing it. You've got to start making some stops. You've got to start making some stops in the pass game. You cannot let Lamar get comfortable there and do what he's doing. He's just killing in this play-action game. Here we go. Derrick Henry, first down here. He's going to run the ball. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Second down coming up for the Ravens. The Commanders have done a good job in stopping the run. Baltimore hasn't run it that much. Only 10 carries for Derrick Henry so far in this game. He's already got himself a rushing touchdown, but they have not run the ball that much with Derrick Henry. But even still, they're getting beat so bad in the passing game. You just look at this and you say, man, they've got to do a better job. They've got to do a better job in closing up these lanes and these coverages. They've got to do a better job in covering these receivers. They can't keep giving open space. Derrick Henry picks up, I think, 2 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 situation here. 3rd and 1. They may line up and give. Oh, actually, it's going to be 3rd and 2. They may line up and give it to Derrick Henry again. This would be huge for the Commanders. You force it. Oh, Derrick Henry's leaving the field, so they're going to most likely look to pass it. If you're the Commanders, making a stop here, forcing a 3-and-out, getting the ball back to Jaden can give you an opportunity to take the lead. Can the Commanders' defense make a stop? Forcing a 3-and-out would be huge here for the Commanders' defense. The coverage is tight here. Lamar's just going to take it himself. He's going to get it. Oh, Lamar might be gone. Lamar just takes it down the field. There's nothing you can do if you give him open space like that. Lamar takes it deep into Commanders territory. Lamar had not been taken off in this game. He got himself that first look, and boy, once he got himself that first look, it was cooked. They got the 2 blocks there. You got that block by Justice Hill. And yeah, there was open space. Defender had to catch Lamar and get him down. Lamar nearly broke that tackle. No, 2 guys had to try to get him down there. But yeah, that's just what Lamar Jackson can do, man. And there's Lamar Jackson rushing the football here, getting a huge gain. Now he's got 44 rushing yards in the game, and now they're in field goal range at the Commanders' 30. Here we go, play action now. Lamar getting it to Likely. Likely breaking tackles. Likely getting inside the 15, close to the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 once again for the Ravens. Yeah, the Commanders' defense is starting to get shredded. They don't know what they're doing. They're trying to stop this play-action passing game with Lamar. The Ravens are finally starting to wise up with the play-action passing game, and it has been doing damage. This is what they should have been doing from week 1. It took them a while to get here, but now they're finally doing it. Now they're finally doing it. It took them a while, but now they're finally doing it. So, hey, let's see if they can get in the end zone, extend their lead, make it 24-13, and put the pressure on the Commanders' offense to try to respond. Which, so far this season, they have been able to respond when things have looked tight. They're going to give it to Zay Flowers. Zay tries to utilize the speed. He shakes and bakes a defender. He would have lost a few yards, but he shaked and baked Fowler. He shaked and baked Fowler and was able to pick up a couple yards. 2nd down and 8 here for the Ravens. Yeah, Fowler was just in a bad, oof. Oh, he shook him out his boots. Fowler was just in a bad angle with that one. I ain't gonna lie. That was just a bad angle for Fowler. Second and 8. Lamar. Looking. Nothing's there. Lamar. He's just going to have to get down. Nothing's there. Everybody was closed. Good job with the secondary. Secondary locked up when they needed to. Nothing was open. Lamar just shaking and baking, ducking and dodging in the pocket. Nobody was open. They played this coverage perfectly. They played it perfectly. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. Nobody was open. That's good defense by the Commanders. That's good defense by the Commanders. Nobody was open. That was great defense. Bateman tried to get open too. Nothing there. Well done by the Commanders. 3rd down and 12. Can you hold them to 3? Because you keep it a 7-point game if you hold them to 3. Here we go. Lamar. He's going to roll. He's looking. Flag on the play. It's going to be a hold. It doesn't matter. It's going to be an offensive hold that's going to end it here. The Commanders are going to hold the Ravens to 3. The Commanders are going to hold the Ravens to 3. Bend, but don't break defense by the Washington Commanders. Baltimore was able to get down the field, got to the goal line, just could not find anything there, could not connect. The defense clutched up for the Commanders, and they're going to force Baltimore to kick 3. You'll take it. You will take it. Commanders needed to make that stop. They got the stop. Tucker with the field goal here. He made the first one from 45. This is a chip shot for him for the most part. It's going to be like a 36-yard field goal or something. Oh, it's a 32-yarder. Excuse me. It's even less. Kick is up. It's good. And it's 20-13 here. Baltimore playing well. 2013 game here. Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson been playing well. They've been playing well, man. They've been playing well. Good on the Commanders defense for making the stop. If they would have given up 7 there, all of a sudden it's 24-13, and it's just like you're starting to be like, oh man, that's not good.
Welcome aboard. The greatest squares in the universe have come together to create the Wendy's Krabby Patty collab burger.
I think the Raiders should have moved to Los Angeles instead of the Chargers. Well, it is what it is. They made their choice. They wanted to be in Vegas. They got Vegas.
Tell me more. The patty is, wait for it,
Good game here in Baltimore so far. Want to see if Jaden Daniels and the offense can respond by going down the field and tying this game. We'll see, though. But, yeah, they've been playing well. Both teams have been playing well. Cardinals with the football coming at a halftime. If they can get in the end zone, they make this a 7-point game. Colts and Titans. The Tennessee Titans just scored a touchdown. It was a 10-10 game. Tony Pollard rushes for a 23-yard rushing touchdown and gives the Titans the lead. Texans up 21-7 with the football. Bucks and Saints went into halftime 27-24. The Browns and the Eagles, they're going at it. Eagles at the Cleveland 23-yard line. So they are in field goal range. They are trying to march to get an offensive touchdown. We will see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, we do have some good games. The only game that's somewhat questionable, the only game that's at least somewhat questionable for the most part, that Texans-Patriots game is a little bit dangerous, and the Cardinals and Packers game is a little dangerous. However, if the Cardinals make it 24-17, that's fine. Patriots do have to respond, though, because the Texans continue to march the football down the field. And if they keep putting points up, that's going to be a quick game.
Ready to protect progressive customers and bite off home and auto. In the middle of a championship game? You didn't have to do that. We're in a hurry. Oh, I did. You want to go back?
I think Raiders, I'm sorry, it's like Harbs is trying to load manage Henry. They're doing whatever they're doing with Derrick Henry. They're not really giving him a lot of attention and looks because they're watching defenses load the box with Derrick Henry. But at the same time, it's Derrick Henry. You bring the extra protection, he's going to find a way. I don't like that starting from the 30. I wish they would go back to starting from the 20, but they've been moving it closer and closer. Like we've seen over the last few years, they've been moving it closer and closer. You remember back in the day when the ball would get kicked out of the end zone and they would just start at the 20? At some point, they moved it to start at the 25. And now they've moved it to start at the 30. And it's just like eventually, you're only going to need like 20 yards to get into field goal range. Like, you're just making it. I mean, it's still difficult to move the ball on a consistent basis like that. But starting at the 30 is just not fun. Back in the day, when you used to kick the ball out of the end zone, you knew you were putting them at the 20. That was a benefit to you. But starting at the 30 is just nasty work. So Commanders get the football here, 20-13 game. Nice game here in Baltimore. Let's see if Jaden Daniels can lead this team down the field, score a touchdown, and tie this game up. Hopefully he can. We will see. I love what I'm seeing so far. What's going on, Chaos? Ben Cleveland for that one block field, but that was funny. Ben Cleveland actually doing something. I'm glad he got to play in the game today. Good for him. The running game hasn't been prominent for either team today. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. They're gonna look to throw this ball. There we go. Play action. Jaden. He's gonna have time. Lofted down the middle of the field. Once again, you're getting good play. I'm surprised they haven't utilized the tight ends that much this day. Like they have not utilized the tight ends as much today because Roquan Smith can't cover tight ends. They should have been do this. Zach Ertz with his first catch of the day. That was to a tight end. They need to start utilizing their tight ends. Baltimore can't really cover tight ends. Well, Roquan Smith can't really cover tight ends. That was a huge gain there. Play action here. Oh, no, they're going to run it. They're going to run it. Caught the Ravens off guard for a second, but they still were able to make a stop. Just listening to the game at work. Feel you on that. 2nd down and 6 here for the Commanders. Second and 6 here for the Commanders. I'm looking at Eckler potentially be... Oh! He had Ertz open. That would have been a first down. Once again, Roquan Smith was late on that one. But Brent Urban knocks the ball down. He had Zach Ertz wide open. And Roquan Smith just would have... He would have missed that. That's a first down right there. That's a first down. But Brent Urban knocks the ball down. Makes it a 3rd down and 6 situation. If they can't convert this, they're going to have to punt the football. That's a tough one. If they can't convert this, they're going to have to punt the football. Third down and 6. They got to get set. Daniels needs the protection to find somebody. Here we go. Pressure's coming. Daniels is going to have to scramble. He's going to fire. There's the magic. Oh! That would have been a pick. Punt the football. Punt the football. Punt the football. Punt the football. That was nearly picked off. Punt the football. Punt the football if you're Washington. Jaden Daniels nearly threw an interception. How did he not catch that? How did he not catch that? How did he not catch that? That is right in his face. You got to catch the ball. Washington, you got to punt the football here. They're going to go for this? They're going to... Oh, no, they're going to punt this. They're going to punt this. Yeah. You're a bit too far for field goal range, and you're not going to try to test it and give Ravens any advantage. One of the few times the Commanders have had to punt this season. And it's going to be at the 5. So once again, Baltimore will have to go down the field here. The Commanders have not punted a lot this season, but they've been punting in this game. Just be happy Jaden Daniels did not have that be picked off. That would have been a bad look. I'm not going to lie, I got some biases here. You know, I don't mind who wins the game, but I need Jaden Daniels to play well. Did you see what Caleb Williams did in London to the Jaguars? Granted, the Ravens are a much better team than the Jaguars. I get it. But I need Jaden Daniels to play a clean game. I don't want to hear no Chicago Bears fans, oh, look at Jaden struggling. No. Jaden doesn't throw any picks. He leaves this game clean. He played well. I don't care what you got to say. He played a better team. Jaguars are trash. Jaguars are trash. I'm kidding. Caleb actually played a fantastic game in London. That was the best game I think he's played as a pro. Looked very poised in the pocket. He was making plays both in and outside the pocket. Man was making some fantastic throws. He was off to a slow start, but since week 3, this kid's been going off. He's been doing his thing. He's looked great. And I think with the way he's performed over the last few weeks, he is certainly back in the race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's right there with Jaden right now, which is why I need Jaden to have a good game and not turn the ball over. Ooh, that would have been a bad pick right there. Jaden doesn't take a lot of those type of chances.
Growing up, I didn't know a lot about
Jaden's got a clean game. Yeah, that pick nearly ruined that, but the lack of B. Rob is showing. The lack of Brian Robinson is showing because the Commanders are not putting pressure on Baltimore. Now, here's the thing. Brian Robinson could still be here, and the Ravens defense can still make a stop, and it wouldn't be a bad look for Washington. The Ravens have the best run defense in football. So even if Brian Robinson was here and making stops, it wouldn't have been a bad look. But here's the thing. Brian Robinson's the team's best back. Brian Robinson is the best running back. He has the ability to break it off, to just break off the tackles and just take off. He has that takeoff ability. He's their best running back. So without your best back here, you're putting pressure on Eckler and McNichols. Eckler's not really at that point where he could be able to get it off at an elite level, but he's still very useful in the receiving game because he can catch screens and take it the distance, or at least take it down the field. And McNichols doing a good job when he's getting some of the carries, but neither one of these guys is Brian Robinson. So now Washington's stuck in a situation where they can't run the football, and they're not going to try to run the ball here with Jaden Daniels. The running game is getting stuffed, so now they have to start relying on the passing game, which at some point, there's going to be times where it works, and there's going to be times where it doesn't work. This is a time where it didn't work. So it's a little bit of a tough situation if you're Washington because you're missing Brian Robinson. But if it does help out, the Commanders are also stopping the Ravens' run game. Derrick Henry hasn't really gone off like that. But at the same time, the Ravens have not given Derrick Henry a lot of opportunities to really go off. Derrick Henry needs 20-plus carries a game. We all know that. 20-13 game here. Baltimore goes down the field and scores a touchdown. They put themselves in a good position. This is where our Commanders defense once again has to step up and give their guys an opportunity here. The running game so far, the running defense so far for the Commanders, they have stepped up. Yeah, Eckler's a screen guy. Brian Robinson's that hammer that wears down the defense. And it sucks that they're missing him. It really sucks that they're missing him. You can actively tell that, like, Commanders at some point, they're trying to run the ball. They can't get anything. They just can't. They had 25 rushing yards in the first half. That's not going to cut it for one of the best running teams in football. 25 and a half is crazy. They're going to line up and give it to Henry again. This time they're going to toss it. Uh-oh. Here comes Derrick Henry on a toss. First down. If they give Derrick Henry the toss and just line up, if they line up in that heavy personnel and just toss the ball to Derrick Henry, you're going to get Patrick Ricard that's going to get you a block, and Derrick Henry's just going to pick up a first down. He'll pick up yardage. That's really how they should use him at times. Toss it to him and just hand it to him. So it seems like the Ravens on this drive, they're going to now start utilize Derrick Henry. It's a lot of Derrick Henry early on to start this drive, which also helps them to initiate the play-action passing game because it lets them be honest, which is what you're seeing right now with the play-action passing game. And Lamar to Andrews for the first down. Welcome back, Mark Andrews. All we needed was to get you back in the end zone. First down, Ravens. Hey, look, Andrews is getting back in the mix. It took a while. It took 6 weeks. Well, it took 5 weeks. He was doing this thing last week. Hand this off to Derrick Henry. Henry picking up 4, maybe 5 yards here. .445 left to go in the third quarter here. Baltimore's trying to go down the field, put some points up again. Second and 6. Lamar's just going to take off. Good tackle, though. Third down here. Picks up 2. But third down here for the Ravens. Commanders, once again, if they can make a stop, it puts them in a position to get the ball back to Jaden. Now, as the clock continues to wind, a sense of urgency is going to start to happen. But at the same time, you don't try to force it because it's only a 7-point game. Third down and 5. With Derrick Henry, I think Derrick Henry's on the field for this 3rd and 5. I would not be surprised if they do. No, actually, no. They have Justice Hill out there, so it's going to be a passing play. Or they might use the zone read run with Lamar to see if he can get it that way. Whoa! Pass interference. Why is Bateman on the floor? What is St. Jude doing? What is St. Jude? Bro, what is he doing? This is his second time. Oh, no, that's not pass interference. That's not pass interference. What? He didn't even get to fully No, that's not pass interference. Bateman tripped on his own. Oh, my God. That's not pass interference. That's a bad call by the refs, man. Mark Andrews is wide open. How is Mark Andrews wide open? How is Mark Andrews left wide open? Who the hell was supposed to cover Mark Andrews? What? Let me see this. Let me see this. Oh, no. Because he stares down Derrick Henry, so they think he's going to check it off. And the defense gets confused, which leaves Mark Andrews wide open. Hey, look, Mark Andrews looks to be back today, huh? Also, the Ravens are airing it out today, so that's a good thing. Oh, they got another play here for Derrick Henry to hand the ball off to. Here comes Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry chugging them legs. Picking up nearly 6 yards, maybe 5-6 yards. Second down here. Commanders got to lock in. Commanders got to lock in. Now we're starting to see Derrick Henry's got 69 rushing yards in the touchdown. His rushing yards are starting to line up here too. And this is another long drive for them. This will be like a 94, 95-yard drive if they get in the end zone. Washington cannot afford to give up a touchdown here. Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's got to make a play if you're the Commanders. Somebody has to make a play. Somebody has to make a play here. Under center, 2nd and 5. Here we go. This back to Henry. Derrick Henry just goes in for the touchdown. It's Henry's second touchdown of the game. Henry's got to be in the MVP conversation. I think with the Niners. I think we got a Niners situation here. I think we've got a Niners situation where Lamar's in the MVP conversation and Derrick Henry's in the MVP conversation, just like the situation in San Francisco last year where Chris McCaffrey was in the MVP conversation and Brock Purdy was in the MVP conversation. They tried as much as they just missed him. They just missed him. They just missed him, and he just dives on in. They just missed him. The Ravens have gone 94 yards. They have a 93-yard scoring drive and a 94-yard scoring drive. Derrick Henry, at some point, you try to stop him, but it's too much at times. You try to stop Derrick Henry at times, it could just be too much. It could be too much at times to stop Derrick Henry. You could try as much as you can, but at times, it's just a bit too much to stop Derrick Henry. At some point, he's going to find his way in the end zone. 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, 76 rushing yards. Lamar with 279 yards passing today. Ravens take a 14-point lead. Commanders are now playing from behind. The sense of urgency is here. The sense of urgency is here. The sense of urgency is here if you're the Commanders. You're down 2 scores on the road. The sense of urgency is here if you are the Commanders. You want to prove you're legitimate, you've got to fight back and make this a close game. If this turns into a blowout, people will sit back and say, well, look at who he beat. He beat the Cardinals. He beat the Bengals. The Bengals are trash. He beat this. No, I don't want to hear those conversations. And you know the Bears fans are going to be running them out. Oh, Jake Daniels, I mean, he didn't really do anything special against the Ravens. His team got smoked. Meanwhile, Caleb's over here in London smoking the Jets. I don't want to hear that nonsense. So, Commanders, y'all need to fight back. I want this to be a close game. I want this to be a good game. This is a must-score drive. Stop. It's done. It's over. It's cooked. Listen to me. Listen to me. You're going up against one of the best running defenses in football. They're not giving an inch right now. You do not have Brian Robinson. Listen to me. Put the ball in Jaden's hands and let him go to work. Stop trying to establish the run. It's not working today. They're one of the best run defenses, and you don't have Brian Robinson, your best back. Put the ball in Jaden's hands and let him go deal this. Please. You're down 2 scores. You got to throw the football. You can't be trying to run. I know Washington, what they've been doing throughout the season, running the football, letting the running game establish the passing game and how it's going, but you can't do that now. You're playing from behind. You're down 2 scores on the road. The 4th quarter is approaching. You got to put the ball in the hands of 5. You've got to put the ball in the hands of 5 and let him go to work and do what he's got to do. Dude, everyone's saying we played bad teams just because we won. That's going to be the narrative. I don't believe that. At the end of the day, they played the Bengals. I mean, the Ravens nearly lost to the Bengals. I don't think the Bengals are a bad team. They just have a bad defense, which the Commanders had a bad defense as well. It just came down to who made the biggest plays at the biggest moments. Jaden did. They don't want to give them credit for the Bengals game. They don't want to give them credit for the Cardinals game. They don't want to give them credit for anything. So coming into this game, I knew if the Commanders pulled off the upset, they would be seen as legitimate. But if they lost, people will judge them based on how they lost. If they lose a nail-biter, people will give them credit. But if they get blown out, people are going to sit back and say they only beat easy teams. And I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. So, Jaden, it's time to lock in. Cliff, the run game ain't happening. The run game ain't happening. Put the run game down. Put it down. Air this out. Put it in the hands of Jaden Daniels and let him go to work. We're done. We're done. We're done. Give it to JD and let him go to work. The running game ain't working, Chiefs. Give it to JD. Derrick Henry, best offseason signing by any team besides Xavier McKinney. Yep, he's by far been the best offseason signing. Look at what he's doing. Bro, this dude's got 9 touchdowns in 6 games. He has 9 touchdowns in 6 games. This dude's going to have 20. Bro, he's going to have 20-plus touchdowns this year. He's going to have 20-plus touchdowns. He's going to run well over 1,000 yards. He might get close to 14. I think he might run for 1,400-plus yards and have 20 touchdowns potentially. Put the ball in the hands of JD and let him go to work. The passing game's got to lead today. The passing game's got to lead. You can't keep trying to establish the run down 14. You've got to get this passing game going. Get some plays down the field. Let JD do his thing. Oh my God, they keep trying to run the ball. It's not working. Cliff, it's not working. The running game is not working, Cliff. We can't get that much. McNichols is trying, but he's not getting any looks. The offensive line has been playing well this season, but you're going up against the best run defense in football. Just put it in the hands of Jaden and let him go to work. You have to. You have 37 rushing yards in 3 quarters. Let Jaden go and cook. That's what you need to do. First down, Commanders. Just give the ball to Jaden and let him go to work. Cliff's got to be smarter than this, bro. You have 37 rushing yards in 3 quarters. You've got to just give it to JD. The defense has locked up your running game. There's no Brian Robinson. You've got to give it to JD and let him go win this. Let him help you come back into this game. Put in the ball at JD and let him go to work. 1st and 10 here for the Commanders. Ravens defense looking to make another stop once again. Let's see if the defense can make a stop here. Daniels, they're gonna try to hand it off again. He got a good look because the defender missed the tackle, so you'll take the 5 yards. I get them trying to establish the run, but they're not. It's so hard. Eckler, 8 rushes, 23 yards. You're trying your very best, man. You're trying your very best. The running game is it's just too much. It's just too much right now.
This is a huge moment right here. He can actually win this game and come back 14 down on the road. It's rising. It'll go up another level.
2nd and 5. Jaden. Pressure's coming. He's going to fire it. Good throw. Roquan Smith coming in with the heat, and Jaden delivered a perfect throw to Zach Ertz. And that's going to end the 3rd quarter. So just like that, the Commanders coming out with some fight, coming out with some life. Jaden already knew he was going to take the shot, put it right where it needed to be. Zach Ertz makes the catch, and just like that, the Commanders are in business. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. Ravens with a 14-point lead. Commanders driving, trying to make it a 7-point game. We will find out what happens in this last 15 minutes. Don't go outside, Washington. Fight back till the end. Baltimore, you know you shouldn't choke this 14-point lead. We'll see what happens.
Instead of asking, how can we make big changes at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital, we ask, how can we make meaningful changes? How can our expert care team treat patients with the latest advancements, like operating rooms with life-changing technology, while treating everyone with compassion in our healing patient rooms? How can we make our emergency room big enough to save more lives, yet quiet enough for private conversations? This is how. The new Verstandard Pavilion at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital.
Angela also Brooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, at least $16,000.
Senate candidate Angela also Brooks took advantage of tax breaks that she was not eligible to get.
Angela also Brooks' campaign says she was unaware of the error. That's odd because all 4 mortgages were in her name on the DC property.
Also Brooks owes $59,000 in back taxes. Also Brooks isn't just dishonest on the taxes, she's dishonest with us. Maryland's future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
What's the score of the game?
The new Hyundai Elantra with America's best warranty. There's joy in every journey. Get 1.99% APR for 60 months, plus 500 bonus cash on the Elantra, or lease for only $179. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Don't believe Larry Hogan's attacks. The truth is, Angela also Brooks has always delivered.
As state's attorney, Angela worked with law enforcement to cut violent crime by 50%.
And as county executive, she increased police funding to recruit and train more officers.
That's why Angela is recognized as a leader on public safety.
Because Angela's always fought for us. And it's why we trust Angela to work for us in this area.
I'm Angela Also Brooks, and I approve this message.
Stay for the Command Center post-game live. Stream it all on WUSA 9+.
Back at T-Bank Stadium. For quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 4th quarter. 4th quarter here, man. 14-point lead for the Ravens. Commanders driving. Can they get in the end zone? Gotta show some fight here. 264 passing yards for Lamar, 204 passing yards for Jaden Daniels. It's been that type of game. But the Ravens have pretty much been doing whatever they wanted to do. They've been dominating in total yards, time of possession, points. Like, they've been doing their thing. But Jaden and the Commanders have to fight back. Let's see what this young kid can do. Good throw, good throw. Terry! Oh! Terry takes a hit, and that's going to be a flag. But he gets up and shakes it off.
Should have had one earlier. On Daniels in the pocket, got away with that one, but they caught him here. And
That's a big hit.
yeah, McLaurin is just
But Terry just bounces off.
super tough, physical, catches everything in his catch radius, and then on top of it, steps right back up. Football
I think they're going to take a look. They're going to discuss whether or not this was. Can I see the replay? No, they're not going to call it unnecessary roughness. It was a bang-bang play. And he led with his shoulder. Shoulder, yep, he led with his shoulder. It wasn't the helmet. It wasn't the crown. He didn't hit him. That was a shoulder-to-shoulder contact. And it was a bang-bang play, shoulder-to-shoulder contact. So, at the end of the day, it's just a first down. At the end of the day, it's just a first down. But great play there. Once again, I'm saying, just put in JD's hands. There you go, play fake. JD, rolling, 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 fires. Ah! Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. He threw it out of bounds, but dangerous, 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 dangerous. 2nd and 10, though. You're in the red zone. They've had their struggles in the red zone today. Cleveland and Philadelphia is tied 13 apiece. How? Philly's got all their weapons back at home, and they still can't put points up. How do you have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and you're still struggling? Jane Daniels carved that defense up last week, and Philly can't do nothing? All I'm saying is Jane Daniels might be the best quarterback in the NFC East. Because he carved that defense up. What is Jalen Hurts doing with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown there? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 2nd and 10. Here we go. They're going to run it here with Jaden. Jaden. Not going to get much there. They can stop there. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Good stops here by the Ravens. Playing some bend but don't break defense. Can they finish it off? We're going to find out here soon. This feels, it's not a 4th down situation per se, but it feels like you've got to score a touchdown here. Hey, New England scored a touchdown. Make it 27-14. Feels a little bit like a game. Hunter Henry with the touchdown. Like to see Jake May. He's got 2 touchdowns on the day. Looking nice for his rookie debut. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. They might send some pressure. Jaden's got to be careful. He might get this ball off quickly. Let's see what they're going to do. Jaden, careful. Oh, good catch. Good catch. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Good throw and catch. That was a perfect throw right. Roquan Smith reaching for it. Can't get it. They're going to drop him at the 1-yard line. Line this up here. Run it 1st and goal. And get this in. He's not in. I'd line it up and run it again. I would line it up and run it again. I would absolutely line this up and run it again. 2nd and goal, though. 2nd and goal. The one thing I'll give Washington credit for, man. Every time Baltimore's put up points, the Commanders have responded. Can they respond again? Get in this end zone. Ravens are late to get set. They don't even know what their set is. They're going to miss this. They're not even set properly. Oh! I don't want Jaden taking a hit like that. I do not want Jaden taking a hit like that. They stop it again. I don't want Jaden taking a hit like that. And where were the blockers in that one? If it's going to be a quarterback, where is the... Okay, he actually had a blocker. He had a blocker, but there's only so many people you can block in this situation. And Roquan got to chill with them forearms, bro. That's Washington's hope right there. Chill out. That is Washington's hope. Y'all need to chill out, man. Y'all, I don't need y'all hurting this young man. Chill out a little bit. What's the flag for? That actually benefits the Commanders. That benefits the Commanders. I'll take the illegal formation. Because that would have been 3rd down at the same spot. I'll take the 5 yards. Like I said, put the ball in JD's hands. He's going to make magic happen. I'll take an illegal formation call. Right now, because if we take an illegal formation call, it's going to damn near force the Commanders to want to throw the football. And if they're going to throw the football, I trust JD to throw the football. As opposed to trying to run on this defense that's stuffing everything. I got to look for Terry here. I got to look for... No, actually, look for Noah Brown. Look for the Noah Brown here. Here we go. Jaden. Pressure's coming. No, no, careful. Please don't put that in the air to leave it there. Careful, Jaden. Careful. 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 Yeah, we don't want another RG3 moment. Exactly. Careful, careful, careful. Pressure came, got to Jaden. He just threw the ball out just before he got hit. Whew. The Ravens have done a good job in containing Jaden Daniels from running. 3rd down and goal here. Can they get this, man? This is 4 down territory, in my opinion. I don't give a damn. Quinn, we got to be aggressive here if they can't get this. We got to be aggressive if we can't get this. This has got to be quick. Over the middle. Something over the middle. Right there. What happened? Good job, defense, but what happened? Got to go for it. If you're Quinn, you got to go for it. You've got to go for it here. What happened on this throw? He was going for Noah Brown. Wiggins played it perfectly and just knocked the ball out of bounds. 4th and goal. The Commanders have been 8 for 8 on 4th down this season. They've been 100% on 4th down this season. I trust them in this moment. Ravens defense, we'll see. But I trust them in this moment. 1 stop for the Ravens defense. 1 play to make this a 7-point game. Timeout, 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 timeout. If he's trying to make adjustments right now. Oh, no, the Ravens call a timeout. I'm surprised. I guess they were not set. Tampa Bay has taken the lead once again. It's a 31-27 game. Chris Godwin doing his thing, man. I'm telling you. Tampa Bay is scaring. That might be a 40 ball for both teams. 31-27 in the third quarter. Woo! 31-27 in the third quarter for both those teams. Both teams may end up scoring 40 plus. I guess defense did not show up today in New Orleans for either side. All right, like I said, the Commanders are 8 for 8 on 4th down this season. I trust them in these moments. The Ravens defense, we'll see. You have to earn those moments. But the Commanders have been aggressive, and every time they've taken those chances, it's worked out. You've got to get this in the end zone, but you've got to give Daniels time. I trust in JD. He might go with his best receiver here, Terry, for this. Here we go. 4th down. You've got to go with Terry. You've got to go with Terry. He got it. Touchdown. You've got to go with Terry. You got to go with Terry with the game on the line. You got to go with Terry. You have to. You've got to go with Terry. 2 receiving touchdowns today. With the game on the line, you've got to put it in the hands of JD and let him go to his best receiver. That was dangerous because he took a bit too long, but Jaden still was able to get it out to him, and Terry made an adjustment. This man's hands are certified. Jaden Daniels delivering on 4th and goal. Terry McLaurin delivering on 4th and goal. These guys won't die. That's the culture Washington's been building up this year under this young man. They're not trying to go back to the DMV and hear people sit back and say, oh God, another block. Another block. That makes it an 8-point game. Things just got a bit more difficult. Things just got a bit more difficult for the Commanders. Oh, they're going to say it's good. They're going to say it's good. Did this go through? Okay, they said it's good. Never mind. I was about to say. So he made the extra point, even though there was a hand on it. He made the extra point. But yeah, they're not going to die, man. This team is resilient. And this team is trying to prove something. When you're trying to build a winning culture here, you've got to be able to make these type of plays. And the Commanders have been making these plays all season long. They've been making these plays all season long. Win or lose, the Commanders are making a statement right now. If they get blown out in this game, they're going to head back to the DMV and hear people saying, oh, well, you know, maybe they weren't as good as people thought they were. They were beating up on a Cardinals team that's terrible. The Bengals look to be trash. Can we really trust these wins? The Browns look to be god-awful. People will be saying that. They don't want to go back and hear people saying that. Win or lose. If they win, they make a statement. But if they lose, let them lose with some dignity. Let it be a close game. You'll sit back and say at the end of the day, they went into Baltimore and gave them a hell of a fight. They went into Baltimore and gave them a hell of a fight. This team is for real. You lose in the National Football League. You don't win it every week. But if you can come here into this stadium and make that type of play, at the end of the day, you can walk with your head held high, even if you lose, and say, hey, we gave it a good chance. We gave it a good shot. We did what we needed to do. What we tried to do, what we needed to do. We made it a close game. We'll live with it. This is about setting a statement. Win or lose, the Commanders need to make a statement. If they lose a close game to the Ravens, you can live with that. You still come out and say Jaden Daniels is a warrior. He's a baller. This team had a chance to beat them, but Baltimore is a tough team too. That is a team that's supposed to be in contention, and they are in contention. You went toe-to-toe with them in their house. You'll feel comfortable about the Commanders season moving forward. But if they get blown out in Baltimore, that's a different conversation. And right now, they're not trying to be blown out. If they don't get it on 4th and goal, this becomes a different conversation. But the Commanders have been like this all season. The Commanders have been like this all year. They've been like this all year, man. They don't blink in these moments. They are aggressive when they need to be. They'll go for it on 4th down and get it. I knew the second we were at the goal line, I said Dan Quinn's not even going to flinch. 4th and goal, I'm putting it in the hands of my best player. And I looked at JD and I'm like, JD, I know you're going to Terry. Just give him a look. Just give him a chance. All I'm asking is, I know you're going to Terry. Give him a chance to go make that play on 4th down. Maybe there was a bit of contact, but it seemed like the ball still went through. So the ball still went through the hoop, because again, it was an extra point. So it still went through. It's a 7-point game, I was about to say. Anyway, every time Baltimore has made a statement, Washington's respond. So Baltimore keeps putting points up. Expect Washington to keep responding. 12 minutes left in the game. 12 minutes left in the game. Baltimore has been doing pretty much whatever they've wanted to do. The last 4 drives, touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. They've scored on the last 4 drives. 2 of those 4 drives were 90-plus yard drives. The Ravens are in a groove right now. So, yeah, it's up to the Commanders to go out there and make this game. And it starts with the defense making a play. Can they force a turnover? Can they force the turnover? Lamar Jackson's been doing his thing today. 324 total yards for Lamar today. He's been doing his thing. Derrick Henry's been doing his thing. Not too much here in terms of having to like fight back and be like, oh, we got to put in passage situations. But Lamar's been doing his thing. Jaden Daniels is a baller. Jaden Daniels is making a statement right now. Win or lose, he's proving himself right now. And we've got to give the young man his credit. They're going to toss it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry picking up about 8 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Commanders. Not the Commanders, for the Ravens. Our defense is wishy-washy. Which defense? Which defense is wishy-washy? The Ravens or the Commanders? Because I could say yes to both. 8-yard pickup here. The Commanders defense has to step up and make a stop. If you give up another touchdown, you're just putting Washington in, you're putting your offense in a situation where it's like, well, we got to keep trying to score to keep up with these guys. But then we can't make stops. So how can we keep up with these guys? This has had to be it, man. Somebody's got to make a play to force a turnover, or somebody has to make a stop to get the ball back to the offense. Derrick Henry's a menace. They're lining up and handing him the ball. Stop him. 1st down. Ravens getting the 1st down. King Henry will not be denied. This has been one of the funnest games to commentate all season because I can't get mad at anything that happens here, man. It's just fun watching the Ravens and the Commanders both be good teams going head-to-head with each other. Lamar's playing well, doing his thing. Derrick Henry's playing well, doing his thing. Jaden Daniels playing well, doing his thing. Terry McLaurin's playing well, he's doing his thing. I'm just happy to have a good football game and have both the teams that I watch play good football. So there's no anger here, there's no rage here, there's no, oh God, the Ravens about to... No, it's just let's go have a fun football game and let's go see what happens. And right now, it's been that type of day. Lamar gets it to Bateman. Bateman, 1st down. Bit of an early throw there for Lamar, but at the end of the day, if you see an opportunity in the Commanders' defense, you got to take it. And that's what Lamar's doing. Ah, boy, this is tough. Commanders' defense got to make a stop. Meanwhile, Ravens, keep doing what you're doing. You're cooking right now offensively. You're cooking. You're cooking. Here comes Derrick Henry. Commanders' defense says, no, we are tired of this man. Why do the Niners suck so much? I'm losing my mind. I guess. They beat Seattle? Here comes Joe Flacco. 3rd and 9. Flacco floats. Caught. Touchdown, Colts. Flacco's still doing his thing. Colts up 2017 in Tennessee. 7:27 left to go. Joe Flacco is still playing good football. Love to see it. You love to see it, man. The Colts are 0-2 versus AFC South opponents this season. They can't afford to go 0-3. They lost to the Texans. They lost to the Jaguars. You can't lose to the Titans. If that's the case, Colts can get ready to end this season now. 2nd and 9. Pressure's coming. Lamar Fires it in. Bateman. Bateman with speed. Bateman's going to pick up the first down, go inside the 30. Flacco's washed, but not washed at the same time. Flacco's not washed, he's just old. Flacco's not washed, he's just old. There's a difference. You can be old and still play well. Tom Brady was old. Tom Brady was old, but he was still playing well. Joe Flacco's just old. He's not washed. Joe Flacco's just old. He's not washed. If you're washed, you're not making those plays, bro. Listen, Matt Ryan, his final season in the NFL, he was washed. That's why he retired afterwards. Flacco still got some juice left. He's just old. Commanders got to make a stop here. Meanwhile, Ravens keep doing it. This is what we wanted to see from the offense. A toss to Derrick Henry. Here comes Henry. Henry looking good. Picking up yardage. Ravens are moving down the field methodically. They are moving down the field methodically in this drive. Or throughout the game. They have scored on their last 4 drives. Touchdown, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. It's just tough to keep up with if the offense is just going to move this methodically. By the way, second straight game with Lamar throwing for over 300 yards, and he's been highly efficient in this game. Interception wasn't his fault, but you know, it is what it is. He's been having a great season. He's been having a great season. He's throwing the ball well. Team's looking great. They're running the ball effectively. And, yeah, they got him. The Commanders played it well and got to Lamar Jackson. That is the type of play you have to make if you're the Commanders' defense. You've put them in the 3rd and long situation. They're in field goal range. Can you make a stop here? Force a 4th down and put them in a situation where they've got to kick a field goal. It's going to come down to this, man. Commanders' defense making a stop. They stayed. They played both of it. Guys just played their assignment. They played both of it. And they got to Lamar here. Careful, careful. I don't need you to touch Lamar's ankles like that. 3rd down and 11 here for the Ravens. Can the Commanders defense make a stop, force a field goal? Or will Lamar and the offense convert? They're sending pressure. Lamar gets it out to Likely. Likely! He's going to be tackled short. But here's the thing. Do the Ravens go for it on 4th down or do they take a field goal? Here's the thing. They can make it a 2-score game with a field goal. But with 6:50 left, what do you do? Are they going to play conservative or are they going to actually try to go for this? I say play conservative. But then again, I don't know. Oh, yeah, they're going to bring Tucker out. They're going to bring Tucker out. They're going to play conservative. Make it a 10-point game. Commanders have 2 timeouts left, 6.5 left to go. You ask your defense to do their jobs. But I'll take the field goal in this situation. 39-yard field goal here by Tucker. You expect them to make this. This is a chip shot unless they block it, which they won't. Tucker field goal good. All right, 30-20. 30-20. Defense makes a huge stop there to at least keep them alive. Lamar Jackson's dealing today. 20-26, 326 passing yards. Back-to-back games of 300-plus yards passing. He's doing his thing. Jaden Daniels is also dealing as well. 22 of 33, 247, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Lamar's got a passer rating of 114. Jaden Daniels with a passer rating of 109. This is great quarterback play from both sides. And guys, they're just doing their thing. They're looking great. Meanwhile, you got to look at these receivers, man. Zay Flowers hasn't really had any targets in the second half. Because those looks have been going to Bateman and Andrews. In the second half, it's been Bateman and Andrews. Zay Flowers, 9 catches, 132 yards. Bateman, 4 catches, 71 yards. Andrews, 3 catches, 66 yards. The plays have been going everywhere, man. The plays have been going everywhere. Derrick Henry, 20 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to have another 100-yard rushing game. He's going to have another 100-yard rushing game because they're going to get the ball back. But here comes the defense. If the defense makes a stop, it may be over for the Commanders of the defense. If the Ravens defense makes a stop, it may be over. I think you're in 4-down territory for the Commanders. You're in 4-down territory for the rest of this game. It's 6.5 left to go. You're down 2 scores. You've got to be in 4-down territory. Taking a look around the league, Packers are pretty much just decimating the Cardinals. They're in Arizona territory again. 31-13. Colts take the lead. They're up 20-17. Texans with the lead up 20, 34-14, just destroying the New England Patriots. The Saints with the football, but they are down. Bucks up 31-27. The Browns are in Philadelphia territory. However, Philly was able to score. Philly scored a touchdown. They took a 20-13 lead. However, Cleveland is in Philadelphia territory. It is 4th and goal at the Philadelphia 8-yard line. With 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, they absolutely have to go for it. This could potentially be for the game. I don't know how many timeouts Cleveland has. Cleveland has all 3 timeouts, so if they don't get this, the game isn't over. But it's 4th down at the goal line. You've got to go for this to try to tie this game up. You've got to go for it to try to tie this game up if you're the Browns. If you don't get on 4th down, trust your defense to get the ball back to you. Now they got called on the penalty. A false start by the Browns, man. Just kick the field goal at this point. 4th and goal at the 13 is going to be nasty work.
Because you never see a guy like him. You get to study him and see him all the time. You get no chance.
30-20. Ravens still coming out of here with points, but Jaden Daniels has been dealing.
Anticipation, throwing well before the receiver comes out of his cut, and then to high-low and have the precision to throw it on a level 2 ball. Touch, but aggressive. And then this third down play to throw that early in the only spot under pressure.
Jaden Daniels has been beautiful in this game, man. Can he deliver once again? Cleveland's going to take the field goal because of the false start. So now, it is what it is. What happened to Watson? He had the worst fall off of all time. It is what it is, bro. All I see is Bear fans on my timeline. Wish they would shut up. Jaden Daniels has time. Fires it across the middle. It is caught. To Terry McLaurin. Terry's having a great game today. Jaden Daniels is having a great game today. 6 minutes left. The Commanders can't afford to waste too much time, and you're in 4th down territory. If they can strike quickly, this becomes an interesting game, because now you put the pressure on Baltimore to go score. I don't know how I feel about running the ball here. I do not. That's killing a bit too much time for me. I get they're trying to run the ball to at least make the Ravens defense honest, but I don't know, man. You kill a lot of time off the clock when you do that. 5.5 left to go. 10-point game. Commanders fighting, man. Commanders fighting. 2nd and 7. This is obviously 4 down territory for the rest of the game. You're down 2 scores. It's 4 down territory. 2 timeouts here for both teams. I don't like that clock just winding down like this. 2nd and 7. Got to give Jaden time. Jaden, careful! He's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Got to be careful, Jaden. Got to be careful. They got to Jaden Daniels. 3rd down here for the Commanders. Unique Ngakoue was one of the players that was in that vicinity to make that play. He might have ultimately gotten down Jaden Daniels, because Daniels was starting to spin out of things. But yeah, the Ravens defense is doing a good job because they're keeping Jaden Daniels contained. Yeah, it was Unique Ngakoue that got him down. So now it's a 3rd and long situation. You're playing 4 down territory here if you're the Commanders. Both quarterbacks have been sacked twice today, so it's been a relatively clean game. 3rd and 10. They might send a blitz. Here comes a guy. You got to get out quickly. The catch is made, but Ertz was on the floor before he can get it. But a flag's on the play. I think they're going to call roughing the passer. What? Don't tell me he's holding. Holding on the offense. And now it's 3rd down and 20. Ravens defense is being ferocious right now. Look at Odafe Owe. Look at Odafe Owe. You have to hold him to get him down. Look at Odafe Owe. He's been great this season. Odafe Owe has been pretty good this season. Like what I'm seeing from Owe. Again, the pass rush has been good. The run defense has been good. And the secondary, they've had their moments here and there. You know, that's all I'll say. They've had their moments here and there. 3rd and 20. Obviously, they're not going to blitz. They're going to back up into coverage and try to play this. You're going to rush 4, play in coverage, and be smart here. But Jaden, he's going to have time to air this out. He's going to take the check down. And now you're going to have to punt this football. I don't think you have it. There's 4 minutes left. You can't afford to take the check down. You have to go for this here. There's 4 minutes left in the game. 4th and 12. They got to go for this here. The Commanders have been perfect on 4th downs all season. This is for the game. This is for the game. This is for the game. With under 4 left to go, down 10, inside your own 40-yard line. If they don't convert this 4th down, the game's over for the Commanders. Empty backfield here for Jaden Daniels. They're going to blitz everybody. Jaden, he's going to launch it. That's a whole flag, 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 flag. That's a pass interference call. Don't even try it. He was holding. I love Wiggins, but he was holding. That's pass interference, man. That's pass interference. He's tugging the jersey. He's tugging the jersey. That's pass interference. He's tugging the jersey. That's absolutely pass interference. And he makes that play. He makes that catch if Wiggins is not holding him. That's absolutely pass interference. I was about to say, if the refs missed that, I'd be pissed off her. That's absolutely pass interference. I love Wiggins, but that's absolutely pass interference. You got to make the right call there. And he had no choice but to hold. That was a perfect throw by Jaden Daniels. That would have been a touchdown. That absolutely would have been a touchdown. The Commanders are still alive. 3:42 left to go in this game. Jaden, the play kind of broke down and he got dropped. Hey, careful. Love you, but don't be hitting Jaden like that. Don't be hitting Jaden like that. We need him for the future, man. He's our future. Clock is ticking. Under 3.5 left to go here. I don't know what they were trying to run here. Was this a quarterback run and then Jaden just saw that there was nowhere to go? I don't know what they were trying to do there. The clock's just ticking at this point. 2nd and 12. Jaden. Now the pressure's coming. Jaden's got to take off. He's just going to have to take off. Run out of bounds. Make sure you stop the clock. 2:59 left to go. 3rd down here. 2:59 left to go. 3rd down here. Jaden is a stud, bro. Win or lose, Jaden has proven himself. Let's go, Ravens MVP Lamar. Lamar's doing his thing. Derrick Henry's doing his thing. Jaden Daniels doing his thing. Commanders need a quick score. Commanders need a score, period. There's no quick score at this point. It's just score. They're already under 3 minutes. So at this point, it's just about scoring the ball. Just score. And if they don't get this, you got to take the field goal. If you don't get this, you've got to take the field goal. It's a 2-possession game. If they don't get this on 3rd down, you got to take the field goal. John Harbaugh's going to call timeout. They got to get this play right. Ravens defense got to get this play right. If they stop Daniels here, the Commanders have to kick a field goal. It's a 7-point game. You get the ball back to Lamar, and you let him finish his game off.
By the way, tonight on CBS Presents with 60 Minutes, and how Clemson Pinkett is preparing to count its ballots. And then it's the season premiere of Tracker, followed by a new Big Brother. And that's tonight. CBS.
Cardinals and Packers game just feels finished. Colts with the ball up 3. Texans. Oh, Patriots scored another touchdown. 34-21. We're not done yet. Buccaneers, 2nd and goal at the New Orleans 3. They're up by 4. Let's see what they can do. And last but not least, 20-16 game between the Browns and the Eagles. I got to take a look at this. Let me see something here. What's the situation here? Cleveland has 1 timeout left at the 2-minute warning, and it is a 2nd and 11. The Philly picks up the 1st down. The game is over. 3rd down and 8 for the Commanders. They got to get this 1st down here to keep this drive alive. Otherwise, take the field goal. Here we go, 3rd and 8. Oh, God, Jaden's got to escape the pocket again. He's got to run. He's not going to get it. Take the field goal. Take the field goal. Take the field goal. Take the field goal. It's a 2-score game. You take the field goal. You take the field goal. You trust in your defense to get you the ball back, and you see what you can do from there. Baltimore's job now is to run this clock down and finish this game off. Pick up a couple 1st downs, you win. Now, here's the thing. If he misses this field goal, if this field goal gets blocked, game's over. If this field goal gets blocked, game's over. If he makes the field goal, Baltimore now has to come out here and make a stop. No, I'm sorry. Commanders have to come out here and make a stop, and the Ravens have to come out here and close the game. Field goal kick is up, and it is good. Like I said, he was not missing that. 30-23 game. It's a good game here. It's a good game here. What happens when the kicker misses the field goal? If he misses the field goal, the game ends. It's going to be a 10-point game, 2 scores under 3 minutes. You most likely lose that game. Baltimore runs the clock out with a few 1st downs, and that's just it. And even if you get the ball back and score, you'll need a 2-point, not 2-point. You'll need an onside kick, and you have to see how that works. We need a fumble or a pick. You don't even need a fumble or a pick. You need a stop in general. If you can get a fumble or a pick, that puts you in a beautiful spot to score. But you just need to get the ball back. 2:48 left. You essentially have 3 timeouts because a 2-minute warning counts as a timeout. So, Commanders defense needs to make a stop. Ravens offense has put up 446 total yards. Washington 305. If they let Lamar and the offense do whatever they want, they're going home. They're going home with a 7-point loss. No matter how this turns out, I think the Washington Commanders showed that they can hang. And I think that's all that matters. The Commanders come out here and show that they hang. I think that's all that really matters, right? Because if you just come out here and show that you can hang, you show that all these people that were saying you weren't for real, you are for real. Now, yeah, you didn't pull off the upset, but it's not like you played bad. Jaden played great. Jaden Daniels played great today. He has done nothing wrong. The only mistake he made was on the near interception. But that wasn't a pick, so you don't worry about potential negative plays or, near negative plays. It wasn't a negative play at the end of the day. You deal with what you got to deal with. Lamar Jackson with 2:48 left to go in this game. If he picks up a couple first downs, it's probably over here. Jalen Hurts with the ball. 2-minute warning. I got to take a look at this because Baltimore's getting ready to be in the 2-minute warning situation. Oh, this game's over. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 12. Cleveland's used their final timeout. That's game. That's game. Cleveland's going to go to 1-5. Deshaun Watson didn't play a terrible game, but they lost to the Eagles. Eagles are going to escape this game, man, because they did not play well. They played okay, but they could have been much better. 1st and 10 here. They're going to hand this ball to Derrick Henry, of course. First timeout here for the Commanders. They're going to try to utilize their timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Defense has to be stout. The Eagles won the game. They got the first down. They got the first down. That's it for it. That's it for the Browns. They can't stop the clock. The Browns are going to fall to 1-5. The Eagles are going to go to 3-2. Try to get back on track. Meanwhile, Washington holding on for dear life. Dallas is watching this game too. Because if Washington loses, Dallas wins, all of a sudden we're tied first place in the NFC East.
Correct, because if you get no yards here, now you're in a position where they know you're throwing it. Great point, Jim. I'm doing it on 2nd down when they're still selling out because you have all the space. You can even throw a wide receiver screen.
2nd and 8 here. Let's see what Todd Bunkus got cooking. Let's see what Lamar and the offense can do. They may line up and run it with Derrick Henry again, or they might try some play action. Who knows? They're going to toss it to Henry. Henry's got space. Henry's gone! First down, Ravens. And he's going to stay in bounds. And that's just the danger of Derrick Henry. They brought Derrick Henry into close games, and that's just what he can do. Even when you line up and make a stop, the king will always find a way to come out here and close games. And that's another 100-plus yard rushing game for King Henry. Tampa Bay adds to their lead, 37-27, 10-point lead. No matter how you look at it, at the end of the day, King Henry at the end of games will find a way to make a stop, and just like that, you've arrived at the 2-minute warning. 20th career game with 100-plus rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. 4th most in NFL history. Lamar had a great day through the air, over 300 yards passing. Derrick Henry had a great game, over 100 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns. The Ravens, 2 minutes away from winning this game. I want to sit back and say I'm proud of the Commanders. They didn't turn the ball over once. I want to sit back and say I'm proud of the Commanders because it's probably going to be over here. I don't even know if they're going to have any time left to be able to do anything. At the end of the day, the Commanders came to this team. They came to Baltimore to take on this team. They came to M&T Bank Stadium to take on this squad, and they played a hell of a football game. I don't want anybody sitting back and trying to say the Commanders are not for real. Baltimore is one of the toughest teams to face off against. They're one of the best teams in football. The Ravens are one of the best teams in football. When you go to Baltimore, when you got to deal with this Ravens squad, it can be difficult. It can absolutely be difficult. They're one of the best teams in football. So, Commanders, I want you guys hold your head up high. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. People were saying whatever they wanted to say about how this game is going to go. I know Bears fans are watching this game. Bear fans are still going to run their mouth, but Jaden Daniels played a great game. Jaden Daniels played a great game. Yeah, there were times where they had to punt the football. It happens. There were times where they could have came up with touchdowns. They put up field goals. I get it. You're going up against the Ravens. It's not easy. But Jaden Daniels still played a great game, and I want that to be said. You're going up against Lamar and Derrick Henry. For them to be this close to being able to tie it up, I get it. Now, again, Baltimore had control of the game for pretty much the entire second half. I get it. Baltimore has had control of the game for pretty much the entire second half. I understand this. But it's not like the Commanders just bowed down. The Commanders fought. The Commanders fought. Yeah, and they're missing Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson, against this running defense, I don't know how well Brian Robinson would have played, but I think he would have put them in better situations. Whereas with Eckler, you're getting 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8s. I think Brian Robinson could have put you in 2nd and 3s and 2nd and 4s, and you'd be operating there. So I think he could have done that. Maybe he doesn't break free for a lot of big runs because the Ravens' run defense is the best in football right now, but I think he puts you in better positions. Instead of 2nd and 8, you're 2nd and 3. Instead of 2nd and 7, instead of 2nd and 8, you're 2nd and 4. Instead of 2nd and 7, you're 2nd and 3 potentially. I don't know. But I feel if Brian Robinson would have played, it would have helped them a little bit more. But at the same time, this Ravens run defense is legit. So even if Brian Robinson would have stepped on the field, I don't know if they're going to get it done. Brian Robinson could have got shut down too. You saw how he did against Cleveland. It wasn't the biggest running performance against Cleveland for him last week. You're going up against the best run defense in football. They can make some stops. All right, time to put this on ice. If Baltimore picks up one more first down, they'll get into victory formation at the end of the day and pretty much ice it. Commanders do have one timeout left to try to make a stop, but if Derrick Henry picks up another first down, the game is over. If the Ravens offense picks up another football for a first down, but we know they're going to get the football to Derrick Henry. There's no reason not to. Oh, snap, I forgot. Actually, the game will end here. No matter what Washington does, the game ends here. They're in field goal range. I forgot. Derrick Henry ran so well on that play, they got into field goal range. So if they get stopped on 2nd and 3rd down, Baltimore, they can just kick the field goal with Tucker and put the game on ice. Let's see what happens here. Tennessee and Indianapolis is coming down to the wire, man. 2nd and 6. Washington has no more timeouts left. Ravens at the cusp of field goal range pretty much for Tucker. They pick up a first down. That's game. Derrick Henry. He's close. But that gets them into field goal range. If he picks up a first down, the game ends here. If he picks up a first down, the game ends here. At the end of the day, you should be proud. Derrick Henry ran for 132. Lamar threw for over 300. You just walk away and say, hell of a job. Washington fought. They fought. You give credit here. They fought. Lamar was dicing up the Commanders' defense, and then Derrick Henry started running on the ground and just started smoking them too. They fought. They fought. But I'm proud of Jaden Daniels. I'm proud of Terry McLaurin. I'm proud of the Commanders for fighting back. I think the Commanders' defense did a well enough job to at least keep it close. But it's tough stopping Lamar and Derrick Henry. It's really tough to stop Lamar and Derrick Henry, man. Like, we try to say, like, people are going to say what they want to say. It's tough to stop these guys, man. If you're going to tell me on a week, if Lamar's going to throw for 325 and Derrick Henry's going to rush for 132, so if Lamar's going to throw for over 300 and Derrick Henry's going to rush for over 100, you're just going to lose that football game. You're just going to lose that football game. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. The Commanders should hold their head up high. You played a damn good football game. You played a damn good football game. If Derrick Henry's going to go for over 100 yards and Lamar's going to pass for over 300 yards, you sit back and say, hey, Lamar was on his A game. Derrick Henry was on his A game. We came close. They got us. That duo was dangerous. It's tough to beat those guys. It is what it is. I think the Commanders did a fantastic job with how they played against the Ravens. It's just the Ravens are the Ravens. Lamar is Lamar and Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry. And even if they stop this, the Ravens will just kick the foot. Nope, Lamar's going to do the whole end around thing. Lamar's just going to pick up the first down. Whoa! That's going to be a flag. Oh, that's not going to be a flag because I think Lamar was still in bounds. And now they're fighting. Now they're fighting. Now they're fighting. Now they're fighting. They played a clean game the entire time. Now they're throwing hands. Got to clear up the bench. We barely lost to a team that lost to the Chiefs. I'm content. That's a good way to spin it. All you gotta do is say is they competed with the Ravens, bro. We don't need to like they lost to a team that lost to the Chiefs because you technically beat a team that lost to the Chiefs. But yeah, Bears fans are gonna be running their mouth because they lost to the Ravens. But the Ravens are a much better team than the Jaguars. Congratulations on beating the garbage Jaguars. Meanwhile, the Commanders went to the brink with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Oh, wow, Chicago. Like I said, let them chirp. In 2 weeks, they're coming to the stadium. In 2 weeks, they're coming to D.C. They're coming to Landover in 2 weeks. So all that chirping is going to end right there. Y'all want to run your mouths because y'all played. Ooh, we played the Panthers and the Jets. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's nice. That's nice. In 2 weeks, that chirping's going to end. And we'll see what you do when you head into that stadium. Bears going to run their mouth because, ooh, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels played a great game and went toe-to-toe with the MVP Lamar Jackson. Caleb's great. I love Caleb. I don't want to do these battles and comparisons. But Bear fans are going to run their mouths. I don't know why. If they're going to run their mouths, so be it. If they're going to run their mouths, so be it. But look at who Washington had to take on today. Look who the Bears had to take on today. And tell me if that's the same competition. You're bragging about beating the Jacksonville Jaguars who are garbage. Meanwhile, the Commanders went toe-to-toe with the Ravens. Going up against Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry ain't easy. But you want to run your mouth. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks they'll come down to the stadium. Let's see what you're made of. In 2 weeks they'll come down to the stadium. Let's see what you're made of. As for the Ravens, I mean, Ravens do what Ravens doing. If Lamar's going to throw for 300, Derrick Henry's going to throw for over 100 yards, they're not losing that football game. Lamar did his thing. Derrick Henry did his thing. That's just what it is, bro. Now, Lamar's a 2-time MVP and the future Hall of Famer. Derrick Henry's one of the best backs of this generation, the future Hall of Famer as well. You took him to the brink. You feel happy with how the game went. You take the loss on the chin and say, we went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in football. And we lost. But we came close. We got Tampa Bay next week on Monday Night Football, then Cleveland, then Denver, then Cincinnati on Thursday Night Football, and then Pittsburgh. Next week at Tampa Bay should be fun. I love when Baker goes up against this team because Baker plays his best football against the Ravens. And when Lamar and Baker go at it, it's usually a classic. You guys remember that Monday Night Football classic a few years back? Ooh, that was fun. I can't wait to see Baker again, man. Cannot wait to see Baker again. Ravens are going to get the victory here. They're going to go to 4-2 on the season. They're going to win 4 straight games after starting 0-2. Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders, after winning 4 straight games, will fall short here and lose their second game of the season. At the end of the day, you don't look at this game and have any problems, man. Ravens did what they needed to do. Commanders fought back and looked great. They proved they are a legitimate team. They came down to the brink. I'm proud of both teams. Oh, I get to see Flacco here try to end this game. Got blown up by a good defense too. They did their thing, man. They did their thing. Damn, bro, I didn't get a notification for your stream again. That's unfortunate, man. I don't know. YouTube just be playing around like that. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could fix that, but that's YouTube. So, Ravens advance to 4-2. Commanders fall to 4-2. I'm not mad at it. Both teams being 4-2 at this point. I like it. Ravens have to start an 0-2 have won 4 straight. Commanders lost week 1, won 4 straight, and lost to a really good team. I'm fine with it. This is one of those weeks I'm okay with the results. You live with it. They went toe-to-toe with a good team, and they nearly pulled off the upset. You live with it. This is not a week to be mad at anything. I think the Commanders can sit back and say, well, we proved some things. We proved some things. If you're the Commanders, you got to feel like you proved some things. If you're the Commanders, you got to feel like you proved some things.
What do you think is your best chances of picking up the proper field position to make a play, knowing that you're only going to get, after you get this ball...
Chiefs shouldn't be undefeated. I'm mad just thinking about it. The Chiefs know how to play a style of football that works for them, and that's why they're winning.
...to be able to try to get into field goal position with no timeouts.
All the decisions, Brian Callahan and his staff, his special teams coordinator, Colt Anderson.
Eagles suck. They won, unfortunately. Cowboys a suspect. Giants suck. Well, Giants play Monday Night Football. Cowboys play Sunday? Hold on, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I just swear. My mistake. That was not supposed to happen. I try to keep it clear as much as possible. I was trying to figure out, oh wait, the Cowboys play the Lions now. They're going to play the Lions. Okay, I'm going to see that. Browns are 1-5. Browns are 1-5. Why Daniel Jones been actually cooking since that trash first game? I don't know, because they're protecting him and he's got weapons to throw to, I guess. Watson is terrible. Shane Jude just, ugh. Titans are going to have a chance to try to tie this game up or win it. At the end of the day, I feel like the Commanders proved that they are for real. It was a tough game. They proved they're the real deal, but, you know, is what it is. Now, again, at the end of the day, Baltimore commanded the game in the second half. Baltimore commanded the game in the second half, but the thing about it was we wanted to see whether or not the Commanders in this situation will continue to fight back. They fought to the end. If they would have folded, this would have been a 20-point loss. But they didn't fold. They fought to the end and gave themselves an opportunity. And unfortunately, it is what it is. 12 seconds left, no timeouts. Tennessee's cooked. So the Colts are actually going to win this game. What do you expect Will Levis to do with 12 seconds at the 3-yard line? Man, that's game. That's game. Man, if you don't... Oh, Jesus. That's game. That's game. Colts going to take the win. They're going to go to 3-3. That's going to be their first divisional win on the season. Tennessee's going to fall to 1-4. They're already looking sad. That's what it is. Okay, so let's end it here just to wrap it up. You know what? DeAndre Hopkins. That's a name. I completely forgot about that. DeAndre Hopkins could be in the trade deadline. He could be a notable name for a potential trade request because the Titans are trash. I don't know how long he can continue to play there. He might want to get out of Tennessee real quick. Texans are destroying the Patriots. That's game. They're going to win 41-21. Buccaneers up 10, but there's still plenty of time. But they're at first and goal. Man, Baker Mayfield's got 4 touchdowns. He may have thrown 3 picks, but he's got 4 touchdowns. And he might have a 5th one here. Baker Mayfield's such an up-and-down type of player. Can't wait to play him next week. Chargers and Broncos getting started. Steelers and Raiders already at it. And that's pretty much going to do it here. For the guys that have won, Packers beat the Cardinals 34-13. Colts win 20-17. Ravens win 30-23. Bears win 35-16. If you didn't see that morning game, and Eagles beat the Browns 20-16. Lamar played a great game. Jaden Daniels played a great game. Both quarterbacks played well. You leave the game sitting back and saying, "Hey, both teams did their thing." And once again, the Ravens rushed for 175 yards. Lamar Jackson with 40-yard rushes because he lost some yards. And then Derrick Henry with 132. But Lamar threw for 323. At the end of the day, you're fine with it. If you take away that interception and fumble, the game would have been won by more than 7. We could have played the if games, but I'll play with what happens here. Hey, Rio, should I start Mark Andrews next week? Cole Kmet and the Bears are on their bye week. Or should I find another tight end? Dude, I don't even know. Because Mark Andrews finally showed up for the first time in week 6. He got in the end zone. He was playing well. He had some great catches in this game. I don't know if you start him next week. I don't know. Depends on what your options are. It depends on what your options are for tight ends. If your options are out there for tight ends, if you can find someone else that's been more productive this year, I'd go for it. But it depends on what your options are for tight end. That would be my case. Whatever your options for tight ends are. Hopkins and Adams are getting traded. They better ask for a trade. Their teams are tanking. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. This was one of the chillest streams I've ever had to do for one of these Ravens games. I just got to sit back and enjoy the game from both perspectives. They played a competitive game, man.
As governor, he vetoed abortion protections and made it harder for doctors to provide abortion care. Doctors make tough calls. This one is simple. I won't send Larry Hogan to the Senate.
It wasn't even stressing. Yeah, it was just a good game. At the end of the day, you know, you fight to the end. That's just how it is. But it is what it is. You know, good game by both sides. You just walk away and say, hey, you know, Baltimore, you're now 4-2. You're going to maintain first place in the AFC North. We'll see if the Steelers win or lose today. Browns are basically out of it. Their season's done. Bengals, if they lose on Monday night, their season's done. And the Raiders are playing the Steelers right now, so we'll see what happens. But Ravens going to keep first place this week, and we'll just go from there. With that being said, I'm sorry, last but not least, as for the Commanders, almost forgot them. They dropped the 4-2. Lions and Cowboys about to get going. If the Cowboys beat the Lions, they're 4-2, and now we've got a battle for the NFC East. Eagles are 3-2 now, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, with that being said, great game. Ravens got the win. Not mad. Both teams played well. Came down to the wire. That's all you can ask for. That's all I got to say, guys. I got to make my recap. I'll probably see you guys. Maybe I may see you later tonight. Depends on how I'm going to do this. We'll see what happens with the... we'll see what happens. No, I'm going to have to save the AFC North talk until after Monday Night Football. But I might do something here with a bit of a recap or something like that. I might make a recap video. Or I might just do a recap live stream. So I'll see you guys later. What's Sunday Night Football? If I even want, if I'm gonna have time, I don't know. I might have to do something afterwards. Let's look at Sunday Night Football tonight. Oh, that was the Sun. Oh, snaps! Wait, who's Monday Night Football then? Wait, who's Monday Night Football though? Bengals, Giants, or Sunday Night Football? Okay, Broncos and no. Wait, who's Monday Night Football then? Oh, Bills and Jets. Okay, yeah, we'll probably stream that. Bills and Jets are Monday Night Football. You take away the turnover, the game was won by more than 7. You can make the argument, but I don't know. Games can go anyway. But, yeah, I'll probably see you guys later tonight. I'm going to probably make a recap of this. Probably while the Bengals and Giants are playing, and we'll see how that goes. And then we may, actually, I might either make a brief recap or something like that, or... I don't know, because if the Bengals lose this game, we have to make a State of the AFC North address. We'll have to talk about it. Either way, I'll see you guys later. Maybe later on tonight or earlier tonight, you'll see me again. So you guys stay safe. Peace out.